Go to my website, deletelaws.com, and get a trifold. Laminate a copy of your driver's license front and back, your insurance and registration card, put it on a laminated slip, and it goes inside your trifold above your visor. Use the touchdown position. Hand goes on the seat over here as you film. This hand goes up, grabs the trifold, your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. Everything that you do with the cop, you show the camera first. Cop pulls you over, license, registration. I'm already like this. I'm already filming the copper. So what's the first thing you do when you see a copper? You start recording, and your hands, look at my hands. I put my elbow right on that knob. You see that? And now I got my phone, and I'm recording inward right here. I'm recording myself. And then, of course, when the camera shoots across my face and goes out the window, it's hitting the copper. You always want that camera on yourself, so if anything happens to you, we can see you get hit. We want to make sure that you're in the camera. So you film like this. You hold your hands up in the touchdown position. Then when copper pulls you over, reach up, grab your trifold, your laminated driver's license, proof of registration, insurance. Right there, cop says, hey, can I get your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance? You pull it down and you hand it to him. There it is. Now he has my license, registration, proof of insurance. He says, hey, where are you going? Perfect. Now you grab your trifold out the top, you point at the trifold where it says, I plead the Fifth Amendment. You show it to the cop and you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment, officer. Where you heading? Officer, I just showed you on the trifold, I plead the Fifth. Please don't ask me any more questions. If I violated a code, then give me a ticket. I want to leave. Thank you for your time. You know how fast you were going? Officer, you're now harassing me. I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right. I showed it to the camera. This footage is going to go to the judge when I sue you. As soon as I hand him this, where are you coming from? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who'd you date when you were in 11th grade? Eat my shorts, copper. Stop harassing me. I've already invoked my Fifth Amendment right. I have a right to counsel if you're going to question me. You don't see my lawyer here with me, do you? So get the flock out of here. Go have a ham sandwich. Go beat your wife. Go beat your 8-year-old kid. Get the flock away from my car. You're on camera. Everything's going to be on camera. Can you step out of the car? Sure, I'll step out of the car. Cop says, can I search your car? Sure, you can search my car. Go ahead. He starts to search it. I revoke consent. It's on my trifold, United States versus Williams. I revoke consent. There's not enough drug dogs to get there in time, or they violate Rodriguez versus United States 2015. You use that trifold like it's a piano that you're playing. It'll keep you safe from the piggies. You got to get used to this. You got to get used to mincing the words you use properly, because they're trying to mince words with you to arrest you, steal your car, kidnap you, and put you in a frickin' dungeon. I wish that wasn't true. I wish this wasn't my business. I really wish that I had no trifold business where I didn't sell a trifold to make a living, because so many people didn't have to worry about their rights being violated. But that's not the case. That's not the case. If you answer one question, where are you going? I'm going to my mom's house. Where are you coming from? You writing a book? You want to be my boyfriend? What are you talking about? Why are you asking me all these questions? We're not dating, bro. I'm straight. Sorry, homie. Don't ask me where I'm going. It says on the trifold, I do not agree to answer any questions. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Use your trifold. Use it. I sell it for $9. You can download it. Then you have a copy. You can give it to all your friends. Or if you don't have $9, I'll give it to you for free. I'll give it to you for free. There's my grifting ways. I give away the product I sell for free. I'm a real grifter. Get my trifold. Get it in your car. If you don't have one, I'll give you one for free. If you can't afford $9, if you no problem. If you can afford the $30 one, get it. Put it in your car. It's badass. Keep it. Use your damn trifold. By the way, when you get the $30 indestructible one, I send it. I give you a nice thick. It's actually a broccoli wad. You know, the broccoli wad rubber bands, nice thick black rubber band. That's what Aaron Queen's talking about, because I really want you to put the trifold up on your visor, just like that. Put that around your visor, your trifold. How many people don't have their license, registration, proof of insurance? I do a photocopy of my driver's license. I do a laser copy of the front of my driver's license and the back of my driver's license, because I'm not going to put my actual driver's license in a plastic laminated fold. So what I do is I do a laser copy of the front and the back, and then I do a laser copy of my registration and proof of insurance, and then I put them on one long plastic card that kind of mimics the same size as my trifold. And then my registration, insurance, and proof of ID all goes in here. And then when the cop pulls me over, I use this touchdown position. That's why I give you guys the rubber band with your order. It's a small little thing, but I don't want you trying to find the right rubber band. I sell you a nice, thick, black broccoli wad rubber band that goes right inside of your, right there. What's wrong with having the necessary tools above your head, putting your hands above the steering wheel so you don't get shot? They're shooting people. I wish it was a joke. I really wish I didn't have a business. I wish my business was failing miserably because so many cops were doing it right. That's what I wish. It's just not the case. You got to have the trifold on you. And I don't care about your $9. I'll give it to you for free. Get it in your car. I appreciate it if you can buy it. Thanks. I don't care. Your $9 ain't going to make or break me, bud. Your $30 for the indestructible one doesn't make or break my day today. It just doesn't. But if you have my trifold in your car, it might make or break your day. It could save your life. Someone wrote me an email the other day, and I talked about this the other day, and they said, Chili, the guy started the back and forth with me, and right away I invoked my Fifth Amendment right. He said, where are you coming from? And I said, I don't answer any questions. It's on the trifold.
Well, sir. Pulled over because of her speed. It's your license, please. Where are you headed today?
Don't answer that, copper. Don't answer. Not a word.
That's perfect. It's your license, please.
Sure.
Oh, I said sure.
That's my license, insurance, proof of registration.
Mr. Casher, you still live at that mailing address you have here?
Not going to answer any questions.
That's for sole purpose of the infractions. I don't want to get mailed out to somewhere else. All right, so just remain inside the vehicle. I'll be right back.
He said, okay. And he went back and did his thing. That's what I want to hear. I want your testimonial. I want to hear from you that I used your trifold. I didn't answer any questions. I got a ticket, but I didn't have to have that. Where are you going? Where are you coming from? What's your favorite color? Can I search your car? Which what I do now, when I know this jackboot thug pig is going to search my car on your truck.
And I got that video yesterday from a kid. He sent it in to me. Thanks, brother. I'm going to show it tomorrow.
Trifold is the 2018 case of Williams versus United States. And as soon as they say, I want to search your car, I know that this jackboot thug pig is going to invoke the Carroll Doctrine, the exigent circumstances clause of the Carroll Doctrine, and say that he's searching my car because he believes I have contraband, or he believes there's a possible loss of life, a danger to someone's life. So I just got this feeling this cop's going to search my car. So I tell him, he goes, hey, can I search your car? And I go, sure, you can search my car. Step out for me. Sure. I start to get out. He starts to search my car. And I say, oh, officer, I revoke consent. I revoke consent. It's right here, 2018, United States versus Williams. It says right on my trifold right here that if I can give consent, I revoke consent. He says, oh, I'm going to call a drug dog out here, do a walk around your car. I said, oh, sorry, officer, 2015 Rodriguez versus United States says that you can't extend a traffic stop to search my car without a single articulable fact or reasonable articulable suspicion that I'm somehow doing something where you need a drug dog out here. And if they can't do that, which they can't, oh, I'm going on a hunch, everything, remember, you're filming everything. Then you got that copper when you go to court. And anything that he gets from your car is fruit of the poisonous tree, the 1961 case of Matt versus Ohio. I really wish that I didn't have this business. But I do.
But I do
because so many people are cheated by the pigs.
They sure are.
Because so many people are cheated by the pigs.
They are indeed. Give me a 5x5 if you guys can hear me all right. Give me a 5x5 if you guys can hear me okay. What's going on out there in the land of the unfree America? How is everybody? My name is Chili DeCastro. I will be your host. Welcome to another rendition of Delete Laws. What's going on? Melisa, April, man. So here's what happened. I'm going to get into that. I'll get into that. Do me a favor, everybody, put in the comment section, OTVO. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. OTVO. It looks just like that. And then hit the like button. We're going to go over a Terry stop tonight. I'm going to go over a copper who used to be a copper, but he's not a copper anymore. And he tells those coppers off. So we're going to listen to what he has to say. And then we're going to talk a little bit about some house cleaning stuff. I finally have gotten moved into my new studio in Los Angeles. I have an office in Vegas. I have an office in Los Angeles. And finally, I've found things. Oh my God. You know, you get to that stage of moving where everything that you couldn't find, you can now find. Oh, I'm like a day or two away from being super duper happy. Who's in the room? Who is in the room? Put your name down there so I can see you. Chad Senior. Hey, Chad Senior, hit me up. Triple X, hit me up. Hit me up. Let's talk. I'll hit you on the email. Anthony is here. Sally is here. What is going on? Forrest is here. Let's watch some videos. We're going to watch some videos tonight. I'm going to go over what a Terry stop is. They're going to call it a call for service. There's a big difference between those two things. Matt is here. Just Willie is here. What is going on? Forrest Goodwin is here. Jack. What is up, Jack is here. How is everybody? Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. We are not going to waste any time. I'm going to jump into this first video because this is a Terry stop. This video right here. Now they're going to say, you're going to hear a phone call. Should I sit and talk some more, or should I just show this video so that we can kind of, I want to show the video, and then I'm going to get into some of the legalese and the wording and what stuff means. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to stop blabbing. I'm going to let you guys see this. Check it out.
Kent Police Department.
Hey, what's going on? I live over at Seton Road. I just saw somebody ring my doorbell. I usually have no problem with people like soliciting around, but dude was like looking up and down my house. He stood there for a little while. He was writing stuff down. And then I saw him on the Google camera going to my driveway, and it looked like he was looking at my truck. I don't know if you want to just send somebody over there to see what this guy's doing over there. He's not at my property anymore, but I can describe him to you.
Sure. Can you tell me what direction he was going in?
Yeah, he went down Livingston towards Putnam Drive. That's the last I saw him.
Okay. Are you at home now?
No. I'm at work. I'm NYPD.
Okay, and your name, your first and last names here?
Sure, it's Steven.
And you saw this person.
So you heard what he just said here.
No. I'm at work. I'm NYPD.
Okay, so this person's NYPD, and instead of being a man and going out there and just talking to the person outside, he calls the cops like a Karen. The world is alpha male shortage, sigma male shortage. We are going through a crisis of leadership in this country. This guy says, I'm going to let you hear it again.
You at home now?
No. I'm at work. I'm NYPD.
You're NYPD, and there's some guy on your Ring camera, and you're afraid to go out there and say, hey, what are you doing here?
Okay, and your name, your first and last names here?
Sure, it's Steven.
And you saw this person on your Ring doorbell. Can you describe him to me?
Okay, so he saw somebody on his Ring bell, and he's calling the cops from work. Thanks, What's the Matter You, for clearing that up for me.
Yeah, he's wearing like gray pants. It looks like a tan, like Carhartt type hoodie. It's male white.
Male white. Okay. All right. Gray pants, tan hoodie, male white. Okay. And about how long ago did this happen?
About 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes in the past. Okay. So, and he was just looking at the house, and then he left and is now headed down Livingston towards Putnam.
Yeah, it just struck me as strange. Like usually people ring and then they just go away, but stood there for a little while, and then he wrote something down, and then I saw him go into my driveway, and it looked like he was looking at my truck, and then I couldn't see him anymore. So
I don't know what we're supposed to do about it. It's not a criminal act. What it is they're going to say is it's reasonable, articulable suspicion. Knocking on someone's door. is reasonable articulable suspicion. Do you see how normalized that term is? Reasonable articulable suspicion was created in 1968 in a Supreme Court case called Terry versus Ohio. Reasonable articulable suspicion is not part of your Fourth Amendment.
Yeah, we do have people in the area. It's called home remodeling, and they're trying to sell you windows and doors, etc. But I'll send somebody up.
I know them. I
Yeah.
know them, but his hoodie wasn't marked or anything. Just
Oh, okay. No markings. Okay. I'll let the officer know. We'll get somebody up there, see if we can locate him.
No, thank you.
Yes.
No, thank you.
No, come here.
Are you detaining me, sir?
Yes, I am. Stop.
For what crime?
Stop.
What is your reasonable,
Turn
articulable? Do not touch
Turn
me, sir.
around. Turn
For
around.
what have I done?
I'm detaining you. Turn
For
around.
what suspicion? What is your reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime?
Yeah, multiple calls about you.
What is your RAF? This is unbelievable.
This is a Terry stop. This is a Terry stop. Let's go back right here and let me narrate what this actually means. What the steps of a Terry stop actually mean.
No, thank
Come on over here, buddy. Now, without any probable cause, you've committed no crime. Come on over here means he's going to say he's reasonably articulably suspicious of you. Now, he can just stop you and stop your world, but it gets worse. There's more to Terry.
you.
Yes.
No, thank you.
No, come here.
Are you detaining me, sir?
Are you detaining me? Detainment is something created in the 1968 case called Terry versus Ohio. There's no such thing as detainment. In the Bill of Rights, in the Constitution, it's made up drizzle. Detainment, because detainment is arrested.
Yes, I am. Stop.
For what crime?
Stop.
What is your reasonable,
Turn
articulable?
around.
Do not touch
Turn
me,
around.
sir.
Okay, now he gets to grab him to check him for weapons in the name of officer safety. Officer safety and let me grab you did not exist before 1968.
Turn
For
around.
what have I done?
I'm detaining you. Turn
For
around.
what
Detainment means what?
suspicion? What is your reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime?
Detainment means I get to put you in chains. And why do I get to put you in chains? Because the policy of Terry versus Ohio created by the Supreme Court in 1968, and then every cop shop in America, every individualized cop shop in America creates its own policies around the policy of Terry versus Ohio. This particular police department has the policy that when you are detained, you can be handcuffed.
Yeah, multiple calls about you.
What is your RAF?
What is your RAS? Reasonable articulable suspicion is a term created and invented by actually trial court judge Bernard Friedman out of Cuyahoga County, Ohio in 1965. 1965. This case happened in 1963.
This is unbelievable.
Can you put in the comment section for me, please? Torture cuffs are always torture. Torture cuffs are always torture. Put a 1 in the chat. Additionally, if you've experienced the torture cuffs.
What is your RAS? It's funny. My freedom is funny to you? Yeah, no, it is. It's hilarious. I just asked you to stop.
He said, no, it is. The cop said, no, it is funny.
What is your RAS? It's funny. My freedom is funny to you? Yeah, no, it is. It's
No, it is, he said.
hilarious. I just asked you to stop. And I'm not required to do that.
Yeah,
Yes,
you are when criminality is afoot, and we do have a
What is your
complaint matching
reasonable,
your description.
articulable?
When criminality is afoot, is what he said. And then what he's replying is, what's your reasonable articulable suspicion? But there is no criminality afoot. Only reasonable suspicion is afoot. Can we all agree on that? There was someone in a doorbell ring that looked like him. It's not him, but it looked like him. But there's still no criminal activity. But this JBTP, put it in the comment section. JBTP is saying there's criminal activity afoot. There's not, though. They've criminalized reasonable articulable suspicion.
Do that.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you
are
are.
when criminality is afoot, and we do have a
What is your
complaint matching
reasonable
your description.
articulable suspicion?
We don't have to give all that to you.
What
We're
is your
looking for
probable
your name.
cause?
I have plenty of it.
You do?
I do.
I've never seen you before.
I have plenty of probable cause. Probable cause is when you have broken the law, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation. That's the Fourth Amendment. Probable cause is what you can be arrested for. That means that the cop who's speaking is saying he knows of a crime that he's committed.
Criminality is afoot, and we do have a
What is your
complaint matching
reasonable
your description.
articulable suspicion?
We don't have to give all that to you.
What
We're
is your
looking for your
probable
name.
cause?
I have plenty of it.
You do?
I do.
Plenty of it.
I've never seen you before.
Well, good. Nice to meet you.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, it is,
This is
right?
happening in America.
Yes,
I
it is.
just saw that
You shouldn't be looking
police
through people's
officers
windows.
shot a man in their home at the wrong address, and then this is the follow-up in this country.
Let's talk for a second.
No, I don't want to talk to you.
Let's talk for a second. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
I want to be released and free to go. This is
We'll
unbelievable.
bring them down for.
Just stand with this officer for a second. We're
I
gonna talk.
don't want to.
Okay, that's what's gonna happen. We're just gonna talk for a second.
This is insane.
There.
Is anybody available to film this?
No, you're being filmed.
Let's take a break real quick and talk about something very important. They've now taken reasonable articulable suspicion and are saying that criminal activity is afoot. Is the person who's ringing the doorbell on the Ring camera reasonably suspicious? Okay, sure, yes. Reasonable suspicion does not equal criminal activity is afoot. It also does not equal I have a ton of probable cause. It doesn't. It simply doesn't. But you see the escalation from reasonable articulable suspicion to it's criminal. You knocking on the wrong door is criminal. And then this copper said, we've got several calls on you. We only heard one. We only heard one from a cop who was looking at his own house, worried about himself. Typical.
right now.
No, I want a private. Are you seriously? What
Yeah,
is your
have a
reasonable suspicion?
Have a seat.
Now listen to his points right here, and we can compare and contrast in the Terry versus Ohio oral arguments.
This is incredible that this is happening in America.
Yep.
I'm a free man. I've done no wrong.
Well, now you're detained.
That's fine.
What were you doing in people's yards, looking in their windows?
What are you talking about?
I
You
know
have
exactly
evidence
what
of
I'm
this?
talking about. Absolutely.
May I see it?
Yeah,
I
multiple
want an
calls
attorney
about it.
present for any questioning.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that. That's your right. Yeah,
They go ahead and mute their body cameras so they can discuss how they have grabbed a man who's done absolutely nothing wrong. How they will continue to perpetuate, well, he's suspicious and one of our own called in. An NYPD officer called in on this and said that he saw someone, it could have been him, on the doorbell cam, that there couldn't be two people wearing hoodies. That's not possible. Two different people wearing hoodies. Everybody wearing a hoodie is now a suspect. You know, I devised a helmet that has cameras pointing down and outwards so that they can never turn it off. And there's a memory stick inside the helmet.
Can you just roll down the window?
I gotta go from the other side.
Yeah.
They want to just roll down the window so that he's still inside of a cage and they can talk to him in a cage.
Can you just roll down the window?
Can you just roll down the window instead of opening the door for the human being who you have wrongfully detained? Oh, I'm sorry. They've rightfully detained him under their reasonable articulable suspicion, where the government gets to treat you like this. And they created a policy. It's called Terry versus Ohio. Don't you know?
Yeah. All right, man. We're trying to figure out what's going on, okay? Listen, I know. I'm going to tell you, explain to you what, you don't have to talk to me. I'm just going to explain to you why you're in the back of the car right now. Okay. I'd like to know. We got a call from several people saying that there's somebody entering properties, knocking on doors,
Opening windows.
and you match their description. So that's why
You matched
you're
the
out where you are.
description.
Yeah. Ring doorbell camera.
Okay.
So that's what it.
That's fine, and we will, and we're confirming that you're only being detained
Yeah.
right now. Okay, you're not under arrest.
What do you mean I'm not under arrest?
You're not under arrest.
We're just
You're
trying to
being
explain to you what's going
The crime is what you say.
Yeah, you're not charged
You're
with a crime,
arrested.
but you're not. You're not under
You
arrest.
don't know what the word arrest means.
Okay, well, you're being
Arrest
detained
means to
right now.
subdue.
Okay.
Detainment would mean to hold.
Okay, but I'm not here to
This
argue
is
with you. Can we
arrestment.
just explain this?
You can do whatever you want.
We're just trying to tell you what's going on.
Detainment. Okay, you're not being charged
This
with a
is an
crime.
arrest. Exactly, but I am still under arrest. You put me in handcuffs. And
If
you
that's
go
your
to the
definition of
car.
it right now, at this point, we're just talking. We're explaining your
Oh,
circumstances.
you've done more than talk, sir.
Okay, very fine. I don't care what you say. I'm just explaining
Oh,
circumstances.
you've done more than talk, sir.
Okay, very fine. I don't care what you say.
I don't care what you say because this policy called Terry versus Ohio allows me to chain you and cage you and then just crack the window to communicate with you. Remember what they say when we just crack the window, roll the window down so we can have a conversation. But look how low the cops rolled down the window for the man inside the cage. They barely even cracked it, and there's bars protecting them.
I'm just explaining to you what's going on right now. We're confirming if you match the description of that person right now.
Match the
Okay.
description.
If you don't, and there's nothing wrong, you're going to be released.
Out beforehand.
Okay. I wasn't here for that. I'm just telling you what we're here
You
to do.
cannot do this to somebody. You have to have the evidence first
Sir,
before you can detain somebody.
I didn't put handcuffs on you, did I?
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Somebody did.
Of course. And now you're being detained. And that's
No, I'm under arrest.
Okay.
I haven't
All
been
right.
thrown
We try to tell you what's going on. Okay.
it. We just wanted to let you know what's going on.
All right.
But you didn't tell me why my
Okay.
license is violated.
I particularly have something for you here, okay? I want you to pay very close attention because I'm going to show you a clip from the Supreme Court. So pay very, very close attention.
I don't care what you say. You're not under arrest.
We're just windows, and you match their description.
Okay, so you match the description, and now listen to what they say here because then we're going to watch a clip from the Terry versus Ohio oral arguments.
That's why you're out where you are. Yeah. Ring doorbell camera.
Oh, okay.
So
I'd like to
that's
see
what
it.
it.
That's fine. And we will. And we're confirming that. You're only being detained
Yeah.
right now.
You're only being detained right now. What does that mean?
Okay, you're not under arrest.
You're not under arrest, and the guy says this is detainment.
That's what it.
That's fine. And we will. And we're confirming that. You're only being detained
Yeah.
right now. Okay, you're not under arrest.
What do you mean I'm not under arrest?
You're not under arrest.
We're just
You're
trying to
being
explain to
detained.
you what's
Charged
going on.
with the crime is what you say.
Yeah, you're not
Have
charged
been
with a crime,
arrested.
but you're not under
No,
arrest.
You don't know what the word arrest means.
Okay, well, you're being
Arrest
detained
means to
right now.
subdue.
Okay.
Detainment would mean to hold.
Okay, but I'm not here to
This
argue
is
with you. Can we
arrestment.
just explain this?
This is arrested. So we're at 6 minutes here. We're going to go to 51 minutes and 30 seconds on this one.
Committing in the presence of the officer at that time.
You don't deny he was arrested. You were arguing about what time and what conduct occurred before he was arrested.
That is correct. That is correct. The
When did the arrest take place?
The arrest.
Speaking in ordinary terms. Now, not little arrest or big.
Speaking in ordinary terms now, not little arrest or big arrest, but speaking in ordinary terms, when was he arrested?
Arrest, but just speaking in ordinary terms. When was he arrested?
Speaking in ordinary terms, he was arrested.
Now listen to this word salad that Reuben Payne, the prosecutor for the state of Ohio, is going to pitch here.
After the officer felt the weapon and ordered them into the interior of the store. And it was not until that time, after he felt the weapon on the outside, he did insert his hand and feel the butt of the gun afterwards. And after taking them on the inside, and they were placed against the wall, when the coat was pulled from his shoulders, and then the gun was taken from out of the pocket of Terry. He then went to the other petitioner and patted him on the outside of his clothing, and thereupon felt a weapon.
Felt a weapon. And he testified to that. It was after patting down the outside of his clothing that he inserted his hand in his pocket and removed the weapon from the second individual or the person
He
involved.
then So there,
So the arrest took place the moment that he ordered them into the store itself. Their freedom of movement was interfered with significantly at that time so that they could not.
freedom of movement was interfered with significantly at that time, so that they could not go.
Let's use Fourth Amendment language then. When was the first seizure of the person?
You heard him in this car say, "I've been seized." Here's where the Supreme Court does razzle dazzle and change the meaning of the word seized.
The first seizure of the person. The first seizure of the person was at the time that he ordered them into the store.
As soon as I change your movement and make you do what I want, I have arrested you. If I hold you hostage and I say, go stand in the corner right now and give me your wallet, I've kidnapped you. So the Supreme Court justices in this passage will make up new meanings.
You mean when he took Terry and swung him around, there was no seizure of the person?
You mean when he took Terry and swung him around, there was no seizure of the person?
I think there was a temporary detaining or interference with his
Well, he
person.
had his hands on him when he switched them around. Surely there was no seizure of the person.
All right? But here again, we're dealing in simply semantic words.
Simple semantic of words, but yet men have fought civil wars for those particular words. It's not semantic words.
No, I'm asking, that word's in the Fourth Amendment, isn't it?
That word's in the Fourth Amendment, seizure, so you can't call it a seizure. You have to call it detained, but you're not arrested.
Great as it is, certainly. There was a touching.
What's the difference in seizure and arrest?
The difference.
You don't seize a man when you hit him. You don't seize him, maybe you grab him.
This is Hugo Black, who is a lifetime member of the KKK, appointed by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And he's saying, a seizure, you don't mean seize a man. I mean, you may seize him because you see something tangible, but that's not what you're talking about in a seizure in the Fourth Amendment. He's starting the double talk right here. You're not seized, you're only detained.
You may seize him because you see something tangible. But that's not what you're talking about in the seizure of the Fourth Amendment, I thought. I thought it was an arrest, evidence of arrest.
It is arrest that I understand that we are discussing in this matter.
Well, an officer could very easily turn a man around.
An officer could very easily turn a man around without arresting him, couldn't you? Do you see how they're massaging the wording back and forth to justify what the cop did to John Terry in 1963?
Without arresting.
I agree with this, and this is the position that I take.
Easy to turn on his side.
That he could very easily turn the man around, and some may term that as a seizure of the person himself. But
there it is. Even the lawyer for the state says that some may term that as a seizure of the person himself, but I would not, unless he has the intention of taking that person into custody, even though he may lay hands on him at that particular time. You're seeing the exact point in the oral arguments where they start to craft tyranny by changing the meaning of the word seizure. That detainment is not a seizure.
I would not term it as a seizure of the person himself unless he has the intention of taking that person into custody, even though he may lay hands on him at that particular time.
Well, he undoubtedly did this when he ordered him to get in the store and turn his palm towards the wall and stand there.
Well, he undoubtedly did this. Martin McFadden did, the cop McFadden. Well, he undoubtedly did this when he ordered them into the store and them to turn their palms towards the wall and stand there. At that point, there can be no doubt about an arrest, I guess. And Reuben Payne says, I would agree. Look, are you guys seeing it? This was the idea of Terry versus Ohio, is a detainment, not a POW style of arrest. The lawyer for the state says, if I make you put your palms on the wall and assume the position, well, then you're certainly under arrest. And the lawyer for the state says, I would agree. Do you see how much the evolution of Terry has been created by police policy for officer safety? Do you see? You can read it yourself.
That's undoubtedly. At that point, there can be no doubt about an arrest.
I would agree with
Yes.
this. I think that the affirmance of the
I would agree. That there's where it happened right there.
Kent Police Department.
Arrest.
You're not under. You're only being detained right now. Okay, you're not under arrest.
What do you mean I'm not under arrest?
You're not under arrest.
We're just
You're
trying to
being
explain to
detained.
you what's going on. The crime is what you say.
Yeah, you're not
Not
charged
been
with a crime,
arrested.
but you're not. You're not under arrest.
You don't know what the word arrest means.
Okay, well, you're being
Arrest
detained
means to
right now.
subdue.
Okay.
Detainment would mean to hold.
Okay, but I'm not here to
This
argue
is
with you.
an
Can we
arrest.
just explain this?
You can do whatever you want. We're just trying to tell you what's going on.
Detainment. Okay, you're not being charged with a
This is an
crime.
arrest. Exactly, but I am still under arrest. You put me in handcuffs. And
If
you
that's your
loaded me into a
definition of
car.
it right now, at this point, we're just talking. We're explaining your
Oh,
circumstances.
you've done more than talk, sir.
Okay, very fine. I don't care what you say. I'm just explaining to you what's going on right now. We're confirming if you match the description of that person right now. Okay. If you don't, and there's nothing wrong, you're going to be
Figure that
released.
out beforehand.
Okay. I wasn't here for that. I'm just telling you what we're here
You
to do,
cannot do this to somebody. You have to have the evidence first
sir.
before you can detain somebody.
I didn't put handcuffs on you, did I?
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Somebody did.
Of course. And now you're being
Of
detained.
course.
That's
No, I'm under arrest.
Of course. Somebody put torture cuffs on me and he says, of course.
it. No, I didn't.
Somebody did.
Of course. And now you're being detained. And that's
No,
it.
I'm under arrest.
Okay, so they're arguing back and forth about whether he's been seized, if he's been arrested, or if he's only been detained. I showed you how the Supreme Court magically changed the wording. So I want you guys to see something. The cop in his mind right here, he does not understand that putting people in shackles and chains and cuffs is wrong. And this is the disconnect that I have with so many people. They say, oh, well, we have to have something, but in 2024, we don't have to have that anymore. That rhymes. You don't need to be, this man did not ever need to be chained up. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with that. He never needed to go in chains. Can we agree on that? We can, but the cop doesn't understand that this guy's in pain.
No, I didn't.
Somebody did.
Of course.
You detain somebody.
I didn't put handcuffs on you, did I?
Yes, you
I didn't put handcuffs on you, did I?
did.
No, I didn't.
Somebody did.
Of course.
Of course. There's the gigantic disconnection. So if you guys don't know, something happened in my life where I was in touch with an attorney and I was having to deal with a prosecutor, and my attorney was defending me to a prosecutor. And my attorney said to me, who I didn't know, I hired him to do a job for me. He said, Chili, when you see somebody get put in cuffs, you sit there and go, oh my God, the guy's being tortured. Immediately, you have to agree to be tortured to be detained. And so the way you see it is when you see cops put somebody in torture cuffs, you're going crazy because this guy, if you're really worried about him being a flight risk, you could have put him in the back of the cage in the car. You don't have to put him in chains. He said to me, the prosecutor, though, looks at your videos and thinks that you're bad because you say how many cops are scumbag pigs, losers, and there's so many of them. This cop doesn't believe that putting people in chains is a bad thing at all. Of course. Someone put you in cuffs. Of course they did. Because he's not subjected to the same kind of treatment. He doesn't go through the same things.
And now you're being detained. And that's it.
No, I'm under arrest.
Okay.
I haven't All been right. formally
We
charged
try
with
to tell
crime.
you what's going on, okay? We just want to let you know what's going on.
All right. But you didn't tell me why my
Okay.
license was violated.
Oh, there goes the microphone again because they have absolutely nothing on this guy. Nice to see you, Knuckle. Thanks for coming by. They decided to mute their cameras again. You see, I devised a helmet that has cameras facing down and the cameras facing out and around on the top of the helmet. And then inside of the helmet is a memory stick because it transmits back to a centralized memory. But if that transmission fails, the camera in the helmet continues to record and the sound continues to record, and the dirty JBTPs cannot turn it off. And the helmet keeps the copper safer because it's about officer safety. But the helmet is thick enough, 1/2 inch thick, so that there's cameras that face down in all directions around the copper so that we don't have any Zach Wester situations again, where he's planting chemicals on dozens and dozens of people, which is a real story. That's a true story. Everybody do me a favor, hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that you are subscribed and hit the like button if you would, please. I'm just watching these coppers totally shirk any kind of responsibility as they have this powwow over here. It's so criminal watching this. It's just so criminal. Am I wrong? I don't understand how they can turn on and off the body cameras in the middle of what the so-called investigation is. I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, Small Miracle Garage says, why do cams have an on-off? I don't get it. Only reason for is corruption. They should not be able to turn those body cameras off. It is absolutely, who else is sitting here just infuriated that we're watching this, that they've turned off their body cameras and they have a man chained up in the back of a cage in a car. Oh man. Oh man. Or if you're watching on a vertical double tap, thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you, man. What's going on, Jeff? Good to see you. They looked at the pictures and they know it's not him. Oh, so that's what they're doing right now. They're looking at the pictures of the Ring camera, which you're going to see in a moment, the side-by-side comparison. They don't look anything alike. Oh, you're going to let him out of the cage now? You're going to go tell the guy he gets to get out of the cage?
What did he say to you guys when you were talking? Yeah, basically just the, like you can't arrest me anymore. Just being difficult.
Oh, he's being difficult?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. What did this pig just say? Listen carefully to. I'm sorry for calling them a pig. I mean, hold on a minute though. I'm not. You got to call a pig a pig. These guys are pigs, and this guy who talks here, he's a pig. It is. I'm not going to lie. Do we hope that there's some good police officers? We certainly do, don't we? But the truth is that this one right here, this one's a dirty pig. Listen to what he says. Listen carefully.
What did he say to you guys when you were talking? Yeah, basically just the, like you can't arrest me anymore.
He can't arrest me? Yeah, he can't. He's done nothing wrong.
Just being difficult.
He's being difficult because he doesn't want to go in chains and be put into a cage. Man, he's a real piece of shit, this guy, for not wanting to go in chains, not wanting to be caged up. You bastard.
Before you ask him if he knows this guy.
Yeah. All right, man. Here's the deal.
Here's the deal. All right, man. Here's the deal. I got you in chains. You're in my cage. You've done nothing wrong. And I'm going to tell you how this is going to go.
All right, man. Here's the deal.
Oh, there's no deal. I don't have any agreements to make the deal.
No, it's fine. We're looking for a guy. There's another guy going around.
That looks like me?
Sweatshirt. Well,
you have to find that out beforehand. Before you can, you don't have reasonable articulable suspicion.
Well,
you broke the law.
No,
you are the criminal in this instance.
No. So we had two
yes,
separate incidents.
You are violating undercover.
You are the criminal in this instance, and the cop is wrong. The cop knows he's wrong. They don't look anything alike. And he won't let him voice his rightful indignation for being torture cuffed and caged.
Beforehand, before you can, you don't have reasonable articulable suspicion.
Well,
you broke the law. You are the criminal in this instance.
So we had two
yes,
separate incidents.
You are violating under color of law. I do not answer questions.
Okay.
I already said I want an attorney present for any questioning.
Okay, we're not.
You are again violating my rights. What do you mean? You just asked me a question.
Okay, hop on out, buddy.
Is that an order?
No, I'm just you want to sit in the car, okay?
Wait till you see the guy's wrists. Wait till you see his wrists.
Here's your water. The phone's sitting on the hood of my car right there. You can grab it.
Yeah, could you back up? I don't want anything to happen here.
No, you're good. We're not going to hurt you.
Yeah, you do. I do? You seem like you do. I wanted something to happen. Yeah, you seem like you do. Funny, right? You're funny. All right, Steve, you got everything?
Yeah,
No, I'm not done here. What is your name and badge number?
Yeah, the way these dumb JBTPs, the way they say you want to get arrested, you want something. Yeah, I want to attack somebody who I can't. I want somebody to attack me who I can't fight back. I want to be dogpiled and torture cuffed. Yeah, that's my goal of this. You fucking moron.
Sir. What is? That's what you tell the judge. What is your name? Can you articulate?
Okay, look at that. The outfit should be white and yellow, and Gaspari should go across the entire shoulder length, 3 inches big, all the way across on the front and the back with his identification number in case there's more than one Gasparini. It should go all the way across, and it should be yellow and white. And this G.I. Joe loser shit should go. You need a body cam and you need a radio. You don't need all this crap. This is.
Can you articulate, please? Can you articulate it?
Chief Owens from the town of Kent Police
Chief
Department,
Owens.
okay? My officers all have their names right on
What is
their
your
thing.
badge number? Articulate it, please.
It says right there. 37.
Articulate it, please. Articulate it, please.
I'm not articulating it.
What
Have
is
a
your
great
badge
day.
number, sir?
One. Number
Wow,
one.
wow, you have disdain for the public?
No, I have to.
What is your name and badge number, sir?
You're inappropriate. Did he just say that he's in didn't you just put this guy in torture cuffs, Chief? You clown.
Disdain for the public?
No, I have disdain
What is
for
your
you
name and
because
badge number,
you're
sir?
inappropriate.
Oh, he's inappropriate. You put him in chains, you a-hole.
Thank you very, sir, for your professionalism.
Have a great
Sir,
Don't they're all in it together, bro.
can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Jason F, Detective.
And look at him. He doesn't give a shit. And he's wearing a thin blue line across his badge because he knows that nothing's going to happen.
35.
Thank you very much.
What an asshole.
Ready? Yeah. Look what they did.
Look at his wrists. And he was only in there. This whole video is 12 minutes. So he was only in the torture cuffs for 5 or 6 minutes. I mean, let's see. He goes in the torture cuffs right there at 2:36. So that means he was in the torture cuffs for less than 10 minutes. Just under 10 minutes. 9 minutes. 9 minutes and 15 seconds about.
In my wrist.
Look at that. Look at that. Disgusting. Oh, dude. Nasty. Gnarly. Oh, man. That's one of those ones that, I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you know what it's like, where it's just so painful for so long. It hurts so bad. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about. If you've experienced that and you know how frickin' painful.
Thank you very much. Ready? Yeah. Look what they did in my wrist.
Oh, God, bro. Look at that deep line. Who has a deep creviced line across the front of their wrist? They don't. Your back of your wrist might have wrinkles on it. There's no wrinkle right there. That's flat, thin, pale skin. It's, that looks like it hurt. But I can get a finger in there. So you're not being tortured. Oh, dude. Dude, look at that. And that was 9 minutes of torture cuffs. Just 9. Look at that. Ooh, dang. Thanks, Let's OTVO. Thanks for the gifted memberships, guys. Gracias, mi amigo. you know, and you're going to get these people who are always like, oh, America is the most free country in the world. No, it's not. No, it's not true. That kind of stuff doesn't happen in most other countries. That kind of stuff, government agents don't stop you and say, we saw you on a camera, we're suspicious of you, we're going to put you in chains and put you in a cage, and then tell you to have a nice day. And I have disdain for you because you're not proper after you chained him up. That's, you don't like America, go somewhere else. Unfortunately, that is not really an option. Most people are living paycheck to paycheck with their nose barely above water. We can't just go flying off, and then home is always home. You always have your elementary school, your hometown, your high school, your college sweetheart. You always have those things. So you can't just go and decide to live in Jamaica and everything's going to be all right. But even in Jamaica, you're less likely to be put in torture cuffs. It was disgusting. It's disgusting. The land of the unfree. Oh, Melissa, I got your hoodie. I mailed that hoodie out. April, I found your t-shirt. What's up, Playboy? There was stuff I couldn't find because of my studio, and I'm working my booty off. I'm tired. I'm tired. But we don't stop. We don't stop. Put in the comment section. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. Put in the comment section. I'm going to show you another video because we had to watch all that horrible stuff with the coppers. I figured this would be a good video to go on the other side with. So let me open this bad chicken big. Hit the like button. You guys listen, go by my website, Delete Laws, and get a trifold. Go to deletelaws.com and get a trifold. They're only $12. They're $12. 2 for $22. $12, 2 for $22. Invoke your Fifth Amendment right. Use your camera. Use your trifold. Watch how to use your trifold on this channel. Go to deletelaws.com and get it. They're 2 for $22. I now ship everything with tracking, so I have a tracking number for everybody. I still have people who are missing stuff from the past couple of months because the USPS mail machines eat the envelopes. And then people don't get their stuff. And I'm like, why didn't you get it? I'm just so done with it. So that's why I lowered the prices and I raised the price of the shipping. And the shipping is exactly what it costs. So it's... I'll show it to you. But first, let's get into this next video. June 5th, 2015, Jacksonville, Florida. I was working a domestic case, and during a mobile surveillance, the subject, terrible words, became aware of my efforts. Apparently, she called the JSO, Sheriff's Department, Jackson Sheriff's Office, and stated that I was stalking her for days. This was the first time I've ever worked this file, subject and file. However, the subject has been the focus of an investigation for some time and has apparently busted many investigators in the past, including the day prior to my efforts. I had been working the file since 2 p.m. and had followed the subject to several places and obtained evidence of her infidelity. She's following a cheating wife. The following video is what transpired when I pulled over in response to her false allegations. Please enjoy. Knowledge is power. Please note that the camera installed in my vehicle is not a very high end and records on a continuous 8-hour loop in 2-minute sections. So if you notice the missing audio every 2 minutes, this is why. This video has not been cut, edited to remove any content.
Okay. She didn't take, oh shit, I'm getting pulled over. All right. I'm getting pulled over. Yeah, I'm getting pulled over. All right. Yeah. Right on. I'm gonna leave you on speaker. All right.
Now we get to meet one another. How are you doing? What's going on with you following me? Are you an investigator of some sort?
Can I ask why you pulled me over, sir?
I pulled you over because the young ladies came over there and said you've been following her since she left the airport yesterday. So I want to know who you are.
Have I committed a crime?
No, but I'm conducting an investigation. Have you been following that young lady? I mean, if you're an investigator, investigate away. But if you're somebody harassing her or stalking her, that's against the law. Me
Right there. Listen, don't get locked up. Don't get locked up. And this video has nothing to do with a traffic infraction. It's all the same. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent right away. You follow the steps of your trifold. Sorry for interrupting, but I every time I see someone locked up behind their steering wheel, I'm like, why don't they pull down their trifold and say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right? And that shuts the cop up.
Me pulling you over to find out who you are is me doing my job.
You mind getting that light out of my eyes?
Sir, it's nighttime. I don't know you from Adam's house cat. I don't know if you have weapons in here.
You see both my hands right here.
Well, I don't know if you have weapons in here, man. So I'm gonna keep my flashlight right here where it is. I don't have it in your face. That would be in your face. I have it down. I'm trying to show you that respect. I'm illuminating the vehicle for my safety. Now, would you agree that I've answered every question you've asked me? And all I asked you was one simple question.
Am I free to go?
No, you are not. Not until I find out who you are. I'm conducting an investigation. You have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance on you?
Have you pulled me for a traffic violation, sir?
No, sir. I've already explained that to you. Now, you can play the back and forth rigmarole all you want to. I've explained to you why I pulled you over.
Okay, and
The
you
young
didn't have
lady said that you've
PC. I'm not suspected
The
of committing a
probable
crime.
cause is that you've been following this young lady. And
Do you know
scared
that,
for her
sir?
life.
Did you see that? Did you see that,
You
deputy?
came back by. Why'd you come back by?
I don't have to answer questions.
Okay, you don't have to answer questions. Okay? You do have to identify yourself.
Sir, if you suspect me of committing a crime or about to commit a crime, I have to identify myself. You have no probable cause to pull me for a traffic violation. I asked you why you pulled me.
Because the young lady said that you've been following her since yesterday.
So you believe everything everyone says to you?
I'm conducting an investigation.
Okay. Well, you conduct right away, sir. At this point in time, I elect to not say anything. I elect to speak to my say anything without having my attorney present.
So that's almost invoking your Fifth Amendment right, but you actually should show the trifold and show it to the camera. He had a mounted camera. This video is several years old. The iPhone camera probably wasn't, or the Galaxy camera, Samsung camera probably wasn't as relevant as it is today. You want to have your camera out, show your trifold to the camera, show it to the cop, and that ends the conversation. You don't want to sit and talk to the cop.
Be Eric Friday.
Call him. Tell him to come up here.
You conduct right away, sir. At this point in time, I elect to not you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Okay, so that's the other thing. If you're conducting an investigation, you walked up to a man who's doing nothing, and a woman says she's being stalked, but he's still not doing anything.
Will you conduct right away, sir? At this point in time, I elect to not say anything. I elect to speak to my say anything without having my attorney present. That would be Eric Friday.
Call him. Tell him to come up here. We're at the 8100 block of Arlington Express.
Just so you're aware, you're being videotaped.
I do not care. Do you get my good side? My right side is usually my best side.
Yeah, there's no good side on the cop's face.
Oh, stuck him.
Yeah, it's one of those people. Yeah, and you're one of those people, right? Gun and badge for an extra rice, right?
No, it doesn't grant me an inch, right?
Yeah.
But,
How about you do your job and honor your oath?
Telling me that somebody's been following her since yesterday? Yeah, I'm going to investigate.
Yeah, and you just take everything everyone comes up to you. Okay, I just said someone pull a gun on me. You gonna go investigate that?
I sure would. Who pulled the gun on you?
Yeah.
Who pulled the gun on you? Someone pull a gun on you?
I don't answer questions, Stephanie.
You don't answer questions. You just stalk young lady. Just stand by then. Stand by.
Stand by for what? 4
He's
minutes?
coming back up to the
Sit
vehicle.
there for 4 minutes?
Your name and badge number, deputy? Your name and badge number, deputy?
"14 minutes sitting there in a car." 14 minutes is a really long time.
The guy that pulled me is leaving. The guy that pulled me over is leaving. Am I free to go, deputy? Am I free to go?
No, sir, not yet.
What am I being detained for, sir?
Hey, when I get around to get my car where it needs to be, I'll explain to you. Hey, buddy, what's going on here?
Name and badge number, sir?
Simpson 66190.
Masinsin, Masinsin. So I'd like to know why I'm being detained.
No, someone's saying that you're claiming you're stalking them. Is that, are you an investigator or anything?
Okay, let me make this clear, sir. I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm not giving you gentlemen a hard time.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So I'm gonna roll this window up, okay?
Okay.
I'd like to know.
Someone's alleged.
Let me speak for a moment, sir. No disrespect.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like for you to articulate what crime you suspect me of committing, or what crime you suspect me of about to commit.
No, we just have a reasonable suspicion to figure out what's going on here.
No, sir. So you don't get to detain me to figure out if I've committed a crime, sir. The law and the statute states, in order for you to detain me, you must have reasonable, articulable suspicion that either I have committed.
Yeah, we have probable cause.
What is your probable cause?
We got from Florida that we got that the red.
That's not probable cause, sir. What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Stalking.
And you suspect me of committing
That's why I
stalking?
want to know. Were you anywhere near this? Near this
I don't
store?
answer questions.
Do you know who she is?
I do not answer
But she said
questions.
she has no
Okay, so he asked him 2 questions in a row. He said, "I don't answer questions," and the cop asked him another question. What was his mistake? And he's a former copper. His mistake is not saying the actual words, "I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent," because it's on camera. You can see it's on camera. The cop would then violate his oath on camera. "I don't answer questions" is not "I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent." There is a vast, large, significant legal difference.
I don't answer questions.
Do you know who she is?
I do not answer
But she said
questions.
she has no idea.
If you're going to articulate that you suspect me of committing a crime and have reasonable suspicion of
If you
that,
don't agree with it, if you don't agree with our probable cause,
your name and badge number, sir?
Sir, what's your name?
Your name and badge number, sir?
Well, you gonna remember?
But all you're being recorded. I've got 4 cameras in this truck.
We got
You're required by policy to issue your name and badge number. I'm going to ask you what. I'm speaking to this gentleman right now. I'll get your name and badge number in a minute. Your name and badge number.
0051.
What's your name?
I just told you.
I didn't hear it because I'm sitting there speaking to this
recording
gentleman.
it so you can pick it up later.
So I'm going to ask you once again. If you want to be a smart ass about it, I'll file an internal affairs case on you.
I gave you once already.
I didn't hear it. I'm asking you once again. So to extend some professional courtesy and treat me with the respect I deserve.
I did.
What is your name and badge number?
Oh, that blue line privilege. He really listened to his words, and you tell me.
Case on you.
I gave you once already.
I didn't hear it. I'm asking you once again. So to extend some professional courtesy and treat me with the respect I deserve.
I did.
What is your name and badge number?
Treat me with
I
respect.
gave you 70051.
Thank you. I
Treat me with the respect that I deserve. I think everybody should be able to say that, but it sounds like a blue line privilege.
appreciate that, Deputy. Was that so hard?
I mean, why don't we use the exact same line with the coppers? Make sure you put that in your repertoire. And next time a copper walks up and you say, "Hey, you talk to me with the respect that I deserve."
Your name and badge number, sir.
When I give you my name and badge number, can I have your name?
Name and badge number, sir.
Luke. I'd like to have your name, sir.
See, the thing is, sir, the law states I don't have to give my name and information unless you suspect me of committing a crime.
I don't.
Then am I free to go? Because this is an illegal detainment.
At this time.
This is an illegal detainment.
Okay.
My attorney, Mr. Eric Friday, would love to bring up a civil lawsuit against you in the city for this illegal detainment.
Sir, we're not trying to upset you.
I'm not
We
upset.
had a radio call. Let me give you what
Go right
happened.
ahead, sir.
We got a radio call that a vehicle matching this description of your vehicle was harassing someone in a short sense, okay? Don't know what's transpired.
Okay.
We don't know anything about it. Your car meets what we were told, and that's why we're questioning you.
Okay.
And that's very simple. All we need to do is just ask you your name and the car and where have you been.
May I ask how my name is going to establish whether I've harassed someone or not?
You asked for our name would be nice to have your name as well.
It would be, but see, I don't.
And you don't have to give it.
I appreciate
now
you saying
because-
that, sir.
All right, you don't have to give it now, but we'd just like to know, so we can, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Would that be
My
okay?
name is Mike, sir. You can address
Mike?
me as Mike.
Okay, that's fine, Mike. That's a great beginning.
All right.
And the reason why is because, like I said, your criminal match description we were given.
I respect
doesn't
that.
mean
I respect
you're guilty.
that. I respect that. You're
doesn't
talking
mean
to an
you're
ex-law
guilty.
enforcement officer, buddy.
All right, we're not saying you're guilty of anything. We didn't say that.
Then
We're
you
not
are illegally
intimating it.
detaining me. I
No,
asked the
sir.
last deputy that left what was his reasoning for stopping me. He didn't stop me for trafficking.
Did I just
Let me
tell you
first of all,
now?
let me calm down. I
Did
shouldn't be yelling at you.
Thank you.
I shouldn't be
And,
doing
and
that.
I'm not yelling at you.
This
right?
deputy that stopped me, sir, did not articulate he was stopping me for a traffic violation. Then
No.
I asked him what his probable cause was, or what crime he suspected me of committing, or
No.
what reasonable crime, or reasonable
It's not the
suspicion.
case. The case is, as I stated, is that we had a description of a vehicle. Your vehicle matched that, and we're just here to determine, no, you're not the one, or yes, you are the one. Very
But see, the
simple.
law protects me. I don't have to
What-
answer
that's-
questions.
no, what- Yes, sir. But we're asking for your cooperation.
Mhm.
And can we get that cooperation?
I'm cooperating. The fact that I extend my rights doesn't mean I'm not cooperating, sir.
Boom.
Would you agree with that, sir?
Boom. The fact that I extend my rights does not mean that I'm not cooperating.
For your cooperation.
Mhm.
And can we get that cooperation?
I'm cooperating. The fact that I extend my rights doesn't mean I'm not cooperating, sir. Would you agree with that, sir? The fact that I extend my rights doesn't mean I'm not cooperating, sir. Would you agree with that, sir? The fact that I extend my rights doesn't mean I'm not cooperating, sir. Would you agree with that, sir?
He said sir twice.
The fact that I extend my rights doesn't mean I'm not cooperating, sir.
Cooperation.
I'm cooperating. The fact that I extend my rights doesn't mean I'm not cooperating, sir. Would you agree with that, sir?
But I don't understand it. If you said you're an ex-law enforcement officer and you understand that when somebody calls us and says, hey, this vehicle was following me, okay, and we stop you
Okay.
and we ask you questions regarding you, either you did or you didn't,
Correct.
wouldn't you think a citizen, if they weren't doing anything wrong, would say, no, I'm not doing
But
that
see,
or
sir,
whatever?
as a law enforcement officer, I realize how LEOs twist people's words.
No, we're not.
Let me finish speaking, okay?
Yes, please do.
They twist people's words. Any attorney, and all you three gentlemen will know, you don't
Lawyers do
ever
the same
speak
thing.
to
Hold
the
on a second,
cops.
Lou. I want to hear what he got to say.
You don't ever talk to cops. Never. You never talk to cops unless you're legally obligated to. Nothing good can come from that. I'm very well of my rights, very well aware of my rights. Now, I understand you're doing no fault with that. You are doing your job.
Okay.
And the mere fact that I'm exercising my legal rights does not make me uncooperative. Okay? Now, the fact that someone called you and said they're harassing doesn't give you the general order just to stop people.
No, that wasn't the reason why. Because a person in a vehicle that matched your description was doing that. We didn't
Okay.
say you were
Okay.
doing it.
Okay.
And that's what we're coming down to.
But how do you define harassing? Someone just called says they were
I
harassing.
didn't-
Did you ask her what they did? Did you ask the person?
Following.
He said a red straw took a truck was following her since she came in town.
Is that a crime?
We haven't determined that. We just want to make sure.
Do you see where I'm going with this, sir? I mean, I understand. You guys are doing your job, but do you see how this goes? I'm aware of my rights. You do not have, or excuse me, you have the right to ask me whatever
I can
question you
understand
want.
that. You're really enjoying this.
I'm not enjoying anything.
Appears to me
What,
that
you
are.
know what I am enjoying? How you
Why you're harassing me? This is the strangest part about coppers. You're harassing me, giving me a hard time as I'm sitting here doing surveillance in my job. And you think that I'm enjoying this? Main character syndrome.
you officers fail to realize that those badges and those guns don't give you the right to violate other people's rights. Sir, you are. I've articulated to you that you are illegally detaining me. And because you choose to abuse your authority and not recognize that what I'm saying is a fact, you are illegally violating my rights.
Requesting you to find out if you are the one or not the one that was violating this other woman's rights.
But I've made it clear, sir, I'm not going to
We
answer
don't know that.
questions.
Well,
I've
then
made it
how are we
clear I'm
gonna
not.
determine this?
You don't get
He didn't say Fifth Amendment, though. And for the love of God, we got to understand that you have to invoke your Fifth Amendment. We're at 12 minutes and 45 seconds on this video. We're going to come right back here. The 2013 case of Salinas versus Texas. Skip the story. Here's the holding. 5-4 decision because they're stripping our rights. It's the conservatives. They usually do, including the Second Amendment. Just in this present history, they're defending our Second Amendment. Right here, that a criminal defendant does not need to take the stand in order to explicitly claim the privilege. That failure to claim this privilege must be excused when that failure is due to government coercion. Long-standing judicial precedent has held that any witness who desires protection against self-incrimination must explicitly make that claim, must explicitly claim that protection. That means you have to say the words, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. I don't answer questions is not saying I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Do you hear me? I'll say it again. I don't answer questions is not equal to saying I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You absolutely have to say I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. It right there, 2013 Salinas versus Texas. Please make sure you say the words. We're at 12 minutes and 45 seconds on this video. Boom.
That was violating this other woman's rights.
But I've made it clear, sir, I'm not going to answer questions. I've made it clear I'm not. You don't get to. Yes, sir. The fact that I'm exercising my rights does not mean I'm not cooperating, sir.
Yes, it does.
It does not. It absolutely does not.
Beautiful.
Now, if I was doing something against the law or resisting you in some manner,
we can't determine that.
But you don't get to question me so I can give you information so you can make a case or not a case. I'm not saying I am this person. I'm not saying I am not this person. But what you fail to realize is I do not have to speak to you, sir. And that does not give you the right to detain me until you get some information to charge me with a crime. You don't get to search and search until I say something or you twist something I say to use it against me.
Man, there it is. 1328. I think it starts at 12:45.
The fact that I'm exercising my rights does not mean
Determine this rights.
But I've made it
one that was violating this other woman's rights.
But I've made it clear, sir.
Okay, so from 12:43 here to 13:38.
I'm going to answer questions.
Now listen, he doesn't say I invoke my Fifth Amendment right, which he should say, but everything else, this is a 45-second gold.
Violating this other woman's rights.
But I've made it clear, sir. I'm not going to answer questions. I've made it clear I'm not. You don't get to. Yes, sir. The fact that I'm exercising my rights does not mean I'm not cooperating, sir.
Yes, it does.
It does not. It absolutely does not. Now, if I was doing something against the law or resisting you in some manner,
we can't determine that.
But you don't get to question me so I can give you information so you can make a case or not a case. I'm not saying I am this person. I'm not saying I am not this person. But what you fail to realize is I do not have to speak to you, sir.
Boom.
And that does not give you the right to detain me until you get some information to charge me with a crime.
Boom.
You don't get to search and search until I say something or you twist something I say to use it against me.
Bang. That's
You
it.
gentlemen have a dangerous job. There is 19 unsolved murders in this city. Okay? You've got much better things to do to fuck with me. Okay? I'm not a threat to anyone. What? Sir, there's 5 cops here. The gentleman that pulled me, and if he had any reasonable articulable suspicion, is no longer here. I'm assuming, I don't know where he is or where he's gone. You 3 gentlemen have no first-hand information. No first-hand information. This officer that pulled me over said he spoke with some individual that says apparently I was doing something was classified as harassment.
Not what we said. We didn't say
You didn't say that. I said that officer. That
your vehicle was told.
Now, were you here? See this camera here?
Yes.
That officer stood here and said he spoke to a woman that said I was harassing her and following her for days. I didn't say you 3. The black gentleman, the gentleman that was here a few moments ago, that has now left the scene. So once again, gentlemen, hold on. Let me calm down.
Go ahead.
Once again, gentlemen, if you have a reasonable articulate suspicion of me committing a crime or about to commit a crime, you have a right to detain me, ask me for my ID, which I will oblige you with, as I'm required by law. Short of that standard, you are illegally detaining me. I've asked to be free to go, and you are telling me until I give you some information, I'm not free to go. That is a violation of my rights, sir. Do you understand that?
He's the one that's going to give us your ID. That's all it is.
You know what, guys? I would love to give it to you because I used to be one of them. But because I'm aware of my rights and because of my life experiences with law enforcement, I choose to exercise my rights. Not to be difficult, sir. You guys have much more better things. See, that's just it, because people don't know their rights. And because LEOs, I don't know you three gentlemen personally. I quit a department because I ratted out the crook cops that worked with me.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm sick of it. The corruption is everywhere.
Yes.
Every single cop in this nation is a liar.
Yes.
All right? I used to be one of them.
And you're calling 3 of us liars.
Yes, sir. If you're going to stand here and tell me you've never falsified, twisted a report just for your benefit, or provided false information, or saw one of your fellow brothers in blue violate someone's rights or do something wrong, by the mere fact of you withholding that information and not going to your supervisor makes you a liar.
That's right. That's right.
In your life, you've never, ever lied. You've never, ever lied in your entire life.
That's something that you're talking about as a police officer or as a human being?
As a police officer, you've never lied in your life. Sir, you're allowed to lie in investigations. The Supreme Court has ruled you're allowed to lie. So your credibility just went out the window for me. I'm a certified interrogator, buddy. Don't sit here and play this game with me. You just lost your credibility. Now, any respectable person would say, of course I've lied. I've lied in the line of duty. I've lied in my personal life. Yeah. I got more integrity in my finger, buddy, than you've got in your whole body.
Just took him to school. So let me tell you the tactic that the retired cop just used. He put something on him. You could put anything you want on anybody. I'm not sure if you know that or not. You're a dork. You've just totally proven that you're an absolute dork. I just put it on you. He just said to him, you just lost all your integrity. And then he sealed it up and made him believe that he had lost all of his integrity. Just took him to school.
Because I ratted out the crook cops that worked with me. Okay? I'm sick of it. The corruption is everywhere.
Yes, it is.
Every single cop in this nation is a liar.
Amen. Can I get an amen on that?
All right? I used to be one of them.
Amen.
You're calling 3 of us liars.
Yes.
Sir, if you're going to stand here and tell me you've never falsified, twisted a report just for your benefit, or provided false information, or saw one of your fellow brothers in blue violate someone's rights or do something wrong, by the mere fact of you withholding that information and not going to your supervisor makes you a liar. In your life, you've never, ever lied.
Now watch him stick him.
You never, ever lied in your entire life.
That's something that you're talking about as a police officer or as a human being?
As a police officer, you've never lied in your life. Sir, you're allowed to lie in investigations. The Supreme Court has ruled you're allowed to lie. So your credibility just went out the window.
Your credibility is gone. He puts it on him and says, your credibility with me is gone. And now he's going to double, triple, quadruple down that this guy has no credibility. Watch him do it like a master.
The Supreme Court has ruled you're allowed to lie. So your credibility just went out the window for me. I'm a certified interrogator, buddy. Don't sit here and play this game with me. You just lost your credibility. Now, any respectable person would say, of course I've lied. I've lied in the line of duty. I've lied in my personal life. Yeah. I got more integrity in my finger, buddy, than you've got in your whole body.
Okay, sir. Back to my
Just
original
beat
question.
the guy up.
Yes,
Okay. Are you following somebody?
I don't answer questions, sir.
Okay.
Once again, I just showed you guys, you have to invoke your Fifth Amendment right. And watch how frustrated this little piggy right here gets.
Are you following somebody?
Watch
I
him.
don't answer questions, sir.
Okay.
Am I free to go?
Yes, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Just stuck him. Just stuck him. I mean, he just stuck that guy, just left him dangling in the wind. All of them had to do the walk of shame. Walk of shame.
Hey, what's up?
We're gonna go to this now. This is Raggo Monkey. If you guys are not subscribed to Raggo Monkey, this video is 2 years old, but it is a doozy of a video. Raggo Monkey is one of my favorite people on all of YouTube. I love this dude. So I'll drop the link. I'm going to copy the link right now for you guys and put it in the chat. So if you want to subscribe to his channel, tell him I said hello. There's no sound, as you know. The first 30 seconds. AMG Stealth. Everybody say hello to AMG Stealth. What's up, my friend? I love the hoodie you got on. Before we get going, I should make that announcement. I got hoodies in stock, especially if you're double XL. I just sent off 2 hoodies today. These hoodies are going to go.
How you doing?
You live here with who?
I'm not answering any questions.
Bingo. You're not answering any questions?
Nope.
Cool. Can you sit down for me right there? Real quick. Who else is in the house?
Any units at your station.
Okay, that's cool. Sit down.
Delivery. What did I do?
You're being detained at this point. You need to sit down.
For what reason?
You need to sit down. That's all we're asking.
Okay.
Sit down. That's all we're asking. I'm not taking you to jail. I'm putting handcuffs. I'm telling you to sit down.
For what reason?
That's it. I'll explain it to you
in a minute.
But the same way you're not answering questions, I don't have to answer anything. We're all on this.
Okay.
The same way you don't want to answer questions, give me a second. I'll answer when I want to.
Awesome. Okay.
Where are we at with this?
He doesn't want to answer any questions. He came out. I said, who do you live with? He said, I'm not answering any questions.
And that's
Just like
wrong?
that.
And that's wrong?
That's not wrong.
That's illegal?
Sir. No.
So what am I being detained
Can I ask you a
for?
question?
But I need to know what I'm being detained
All right,
for.
what you're going to do is
You
you're
said I was detained. I want to know
we're
what I'm
conducting
being
an
detained.
investigation, sir.
Okay.
In reference to
investigation.
burglary. That's what we're doing, okay?
Okay.
Now, can I finish?
Yeah, of course.
In reference to burglary.
Can you see anything inside from the back?
So he's saying what?
He literally came out. I said, hey, what's going on? But you live here? He goes, I'm not answering any questions.
Okay.
And then I said, who else is in the house? I'm not answering any questions.
And that's illegal. And I'm being detained for that.
Did I say that?
But what am I being detained for?
I don't have to answer your question.
You have to tell me, if I'm being detained, you have to tell me.
No, I don't. That's the
I'll put
great
you in
thing.
handcuffs. Do you want that? And I'll put you in the back of the car. You can sit there and relax. All right? I don't know where you think you at or what you're running. Sit there. If you want to shut up, shut up. Do you understand? I already raised it. I already raised it.
And
back of the car, you can sit there.
if I'm being detained, you have to tell me.
No, I don't. That's the
Now, here comes this big fat pig, and he's going to say how he's going to escalate it and cage a man who hasn't committed any crimes.
Great handcuffs. Do you want that? And I'll put you in the back of the car. You can sit there and relax. All right? I don't know where you think you at or what you're running. Sit there. If you want to shut up, shut up. Do you
I don't know where you think you at. I think homeboy took a job with the state because he could suck off the government TD. You don't know where he thinks he's at. You went to his house, you dumb JBTP.
I don't know where you think you at or what you're running.
Is it home?
Sit there. If you want to shut up, shut up. Do you understand? I already raised it. I already raised it.
And that's illegal. And I'm being detained for that.
Did I say that?
But what am I being detained for?
We conducted an
You have to tell me, if I'm being detained, you have to tell me what I'm being detained for. Of course
you do. You want that? I'll put you in the back of the car. You can sit there and relax.
Calm down.
All right? I don't know where you think you at or what you're running. Sit there. If you want to shut up, shut up. Do you understand? I already raised it.
What you think you're running? He's at home. You pulled him out of his house and said he was detained, you pig.
I already raised it.
I'm not being disrespectful.
Okay. You said you wanted to shut up, right?
I just want to know
Didn't
what
you
I'm
say
being
that?
detained for.
I told you.
You said you're
investigating a burglary. That's it.
So
What are you confused about?
Am I suspicious about?
Yes. Why do you think you're detained?
For what reason?
Because you're in the video.
So you have a reasonable articulable suspicion that I committed this crime.
What academy do you go to?
Don't worry about it. I'm not answering any questions.
Okay, cool. Then cool. Then we're done talking.
I'm not answering any questions.
Then we're done talking.
I'm cool. Okay. You guys are on my property.
You're a little not cool.
You guys are on my property.
A normal
Look at you
response.
guys. It's 20 of you guys with guns.
Can I at least get your first name?
Can you turn that down a little bit?
Sir.
Can you move out the way so my wife can park, please? Don't answer any questions.
Just pull up there and just park in the street.
You said she wants to park. That's it, bro. Relax.
All right,
Yeah.
You're not.
I am.
You're all worked up, man.
Look at you guys. It's 20 of you guys with guns.
Can I at least get your first name?
Can you turn that down a little bit?
Sir.
Can you move out the way so my wife can park, please? Don't answer any questions. Don't answer any questions.
He doesn't have to.
Don't answer any
He
questions.
wants to park. That's it, bro. Relax.
Relax. You're forcing him to sit at gunpoint. You're forcing him. You haven't told him there's a robbery you're investigating. You're saying he's a suspect. You're questioning him about it. He's invoked his right to remain silent. And now you're taking his driveway up so his wife can't park. And you're telling him to relax?
Answer any
He
questions.
wants to park. That's it, bro. Relax.
You relax.
I'm relaxed.
You're not.
Oh, I am.
You all worked up. Man.
Yo.
You wouldn't be if you had 20 guys with guns in your house?
Their guns are not out. They're
It
not
doesn't
out.
matter. It doesn't matter. What will you do if you see people with guns in your
I
house?
would ask the same questions you asked.
Hey, thank you.
Can I answer them, please?
And you wouldn't get agitated knowing that you guys. Okay.
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't know, but he started spitting legal, so I thought maybe he's already in the academy or something.
Go ahead.
Did he say he started speaking legal? So I thought he was in the academy? Cops don't learn the law in the academy.
I thought maybe he's already in the academy or something.
Go ahead.
Don't answer any questions. Word up. Don't answer any questions. Just
My cousin asked in the academy about the Constitution. He was told to sit down and shut up. That's what qualified immunity is for. The entire training was how to defend yourself, and their life is at stake.
go inside. Just go inside.
Actually, no, she
No, she does not. No, she does not.
Nobody can go outside.
That's my property.
Listen,
Go ahead. She's pregnant. She's pregnant.
she can be pregnant.
Leave her alone.
She can be pregnant?
No.
Okay. She's pregnant. She's
She
pregnant.
can be pregnant.
She can be pregnant? Thank you, Copper.
Leave her alone.
We're not
Let her go
touching her.
inside.
No.
Okay. What is she not being detained for?
She's not being detained. Right now,
So
we're
she
not
can go
letting.
inside. If she's not being detained, she's free to go. Am I wrong? If she's not being detained, she's free to go. Guys, you guys are being recorded.
Yes.
If she's not being detained, she's free to go.
She's not
Go
allowed to go
inside.
in the house.
Go inside. If she's not being detained, she's free to go. Word up.
She is
Go
free to
inside.
go.
Go inside your
She
house.
cannot.
Go
Are
inside
you
your
gonna?
house.
Are you gonna let us talk?
Word up.
Are you gonna
speaking
let us
to my
talk?
wife. Do me a favor, okay? Go inside the house. You're not being detained.
No puedes
You're free to
entrar.
go.
You can't go inside right
She's
now.
not being detained.
We're in the
She's free to
process
go.
of getting a warrant to
She
check your
is
house.
not being detained. She is free to go.
We're in the process of
Okay,
that.
is she being detained?
Are you gonna listen or are you just gonna keep
I
repeating
want you to
yourself?
answer my question. If she's being detained, yes or no?
She is not. She can leave.
Okay, she can. No, if
She
she's
can
not
leave.
detained, she's free to go and she's free to stay. If she's free to stay. Yes, she can. Yes, she
Yo,
can. Oh my God.
Listen, she's free, but she
You
can't
guys
go
need to go to the
inside the
academy.
house now.
You guys need to go to the academy. Yeah, everyone's good. I don't know. These assholes just came here saying that they're.
These assholes, right off rip. The only thing I said was, "Do you live here?" I don't want to answer any questions, but I'm gonna.
And then you're like, oh, and
You came to my house and forced me to sit on my own porch in a chair. Yeah, I understand why he thinks you guys are assholes. Totally understand. Put a 1 in the chat if you can understand why he called these guys assholes.
Yeah, everyone's good. I don't know. These assholes just came here saying that they're.
These assholes, right off rip. The only thing I said was, "Do you live here?" I don't want to answer any questions, but I'm gonna.
And then you're like, oh, and you started laughing. It's like if I'm in the wrong for saying that.
Nobody said that. He's trying to get out.
Yes, Gordon, they're fine. That's it. I just don't want you to. Don't open your mouth.
Yeah, she doesn't have to. We're
Don't
not
open your
asking her.
mouth. That's it. They have no reason to be here. They could investigate all they want. You guys are not going to my property unless you guys show me a warrant.
That's what we're in the
Okay.
process for. That's
Awesome.
it. That's why we're
Okay.
gonna sit here.
Now I'm still being detained.
Yes.
Okay. Can you articulate the reason why I'm being
Yes.
detained? Okay. Please articulate that.
I don't need to right now.
Yes, you do. If I'm being detained, you need to tell me what I'm being detained
An
for.
investigation.
Okay.
A
What are
burglary.
you investigating?
A burglary.
For
That's
the
it.
third time.
Okay. Burglary in this property?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Of
matter.
course it
first
matters.
time.
Oh my God, you guys are so stupid. You guys are fucking idiots.
The comment that I just put on the screen by Sirius, sorry, I don't know how to say your name properly. They love this shit. So a pig roots and slops in shit. He loves it. The pigs are doing exactly what they love to do.
You guys will definitely be hearing from my lawyer.
That's fine.
Oh, of course, that's fine.
You can get the phone.
You can go. Where that? Go for a ride anywhere. Go for a ride anywhere. Enter.
We got somebody in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
to leave soon. Here are you?
Yeah. He's still yelling. He's saying that she can go in if she's not detained.
He's still yelling. He was never yelling. The cop's lying. The framing of the situation is built on his lie right here.
He's still yelling. He's saying that she can go in if she's not detained.
Just have to record you guys.
You got what?
Record you guys.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I know it's fine.
Hey, listen. That's fine, man. Like I said.
All right, I need your name and badge number, please, sir.
Officer Alexandre.
We'll get that later.
Hey,
Badge number?
we're not dealing with that right now.
Hey,
Okay,
we're not
name
dealing
and
with
badge
that
number?
We're not dealing with
You guys need to identify yourselves.
Shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up. You shut the fuck up.
On the video.
You shut up.
All right, relax.
Name and badge number. Name
What is this? What is this transaction here?
and badge number.
We're not dealing with
You guys need to identify yourselves.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up. You shut the fuck up.
On the video.
You shut up.
All right, relax.
On the video, I did all right. Relax. What a bipolar pig.
Name and badge number. Name and badge number. Name and badge number. Sir, name and badge number, please.
With,
You guys are refusing to identify yourselves. It is policy for you guys to identify yourselves.
You got what?
Recording.
He's gonna record.
That's fine, whatever.
Oh, I know it's fine.
Hey, listen. That's fine, man. Like I said.
All right, I need your name and badge number, please, sir.
Officer Alexandre.
We'll get that later.
Hey,
You don't even
we're not dealing with that right now, bro.
Hey, we're not
Name
dealing
and
with
badge
that right
number.
now.
We're not dealing with that.
You guys need to identify yourselves.
Shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up.
I
You
just
shut
did.
the
On the video.
fuck up.
On the video.
You shut up.
All right, relax.
Name and badge
Where are we
number.
going with this?
Name and badge number.
crazy.
Name and badge number.
He
Sir, name and badge
made
number,
contact
please.
with
You guys are refusing.
he
to
made
identify
contact with
yourselves.
the
It is
victim
policy
again.
for you guys to identify yourselves.
The victim refreshed it,
Okay.
and right now, before they came out,
Appreciate it.
confirmed that it was here.
Okay. He's identified. This is his car here.
Okay,
Cool. He don't want to talk. Let's roll.
cool. Hey, let's go.
You guys are clowns, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for identifying, man.
Okay. He's identified.
Okay, listen, man. I understand what frustration, but we're conducting an investigation. So if you could just cool down.
Let's go.
I'm cool.
We're conducting an investigation, so we need you to just cool down. You're intruding on my life, getting a warrant for my house. You think I'm a criminal. So I just need to relax and let you run roughshod over me.
That's right. Get out my property.
455.
Dumbass.
See you later, man.
You're fucking punk.
What's that?
You definitely got that bad, man.
We got it.
Right. Get out my property.
455. See you later, man.
It's hard to catch.
Pig.
What's that?
Laughing. Everyone hates pigs. We got Jeff hates pigs. Derek hates pigs. We have Mrs. Pigs, and now we have Everyone Hates Pigs. Everybody, do me a favor. Welcome Everyone Hates Pigs to the channel. Everybody, welcome everyone. Welcome Everyone Hates Pigs. I mean, that's great. That is absolutely great.
Yeah.
It's should be in the car.
Yeah, I see it.
So what happens right now? So what happens right now? You guys are gonna forward it to SIU?
Yeah. So we have his name.
All right, go. I want to know the team.
So we have his name. We identified him because that's his.
First 30 seconds of audio muted by the police, so they don't let us hear what they're saying. Everybody's welcoming Everyone Hates Pigs. Thank you. I like bacon with holes. Hello. Hee. Welcome Everyone Hates Pigs. Welcome Everyone Hates Pigs. Everyone hates balloons. Everyone hates pigs. Welcome. Welcome Everyone Hates Pigs. Good to see you, man.
There's a reason why
Yeah, if you guys would have told us. That's all right. No, I'm sure you recovered. All right. Yeah, but if you guys would have disclosed that, rather than getting, coming after the guy, instead of asking questions. You guys could have easily said, look, you're looking for a swimming pool. That's it. And I would have said, no, I'm not a swimming pool. I could have asked my father-in-law. He probably would have told me that. There's nothing in front of that. So you guys,
We're gonna disclose it now, but not the whole thing example live.
oh, I understand that, but then you guys have to understand also that what I said is completely my right, and I didn't do anything bad, or I wasn't being aggressive, and you guys could have been at the video. I could video it too. And then you guys are saying for no reason. You guys failed to identify a reason for the so they didn't. Investigating a crime is not a reason of consent. They did not state any penal code. They did not tell me a reason of my intention. Investigating a crime.
We have a camera still.
Okay, of
They
course.
did tell you what crime you're doing.
They said investigating a crime.
They did tell you. They told you we're investigating a burglary. They don't have to tell you.
So I'm getting the tell because you guys are investigating a burglary.
They don't have to tell you the details. But we're not going to disclose all the investigations.
I understand, but you guys need to understand also that you didn't think someone, you guys need to stay in the past. Using what you suspicious of committing. A crime being committed, a crime has been committed, one crime is
Did you go to? You're telling us how to do our job. You asked us a question and we're answering the question, and you're now telling us how we should do our job. Yes, you are.
Oh, yeah. So let me jump in here. Yes, we are telling you how to do your job. If you are a plumber and I hire you and I flush my toilet and shit gets all over the floor, I will tell you how to do your job. If you are a dentist and you pull the wrong tooth out of my mouth, I'm going to tell you how to do your job. If you make pizzas and you give me a bad pizza, I'm going to tell you how to do your job. So you don't have to be a cop to tell the cops you're doing it wrong. The way you're doing it's bad. It's anti-human. It's anti-humanity. It's inhumane. It's brutal. It's evil. So yeah, he's telling you how to do your job. And as he should, as most of us are telling you how to do your job.
Just said you should. We already explained to you what happened and why it happened. There's nothing.
So us detaining you shouldn't affect you at all. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you guys did. Well, you guys didn't take the right approach. But I mean, it's just up to perspective, I guess.
Right.
I mean, you guys are always gonna feel like you guys are right, but I feel like you guys didn't do the right approach.
They did it wrong, my brother. They did it wrong. They did it wrong. So this is from one of my favorite creators, Don Andre Investigations. If you guys are not subscribed to Don Andre Investigations, I'm going to drop the link right here in the chat right this minute. I absolutely love this creator. I've already liked it. 12,000 comments, but I'll always add algorithm at least so that there's another comment added. Love this creator. This is a riveting story.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Wait a minute. I got to answer that question right there. Chili, do you really think police lie on reports? So everybody, I want to invite Junk 13. Please go to my website, deletelaws.com, and get the Mullen Commission. Cops lie on their reports. It's uncovered in a 3-year study led by Milton Mullen, who was a federal judge. Go to deletelaws.com with a Z. This one got scuffed, but just go to deletelaws.com with a Z and get the Mullen Commission, and it'll show you the cops lie on their reports. While you're there, get a trifold so you can invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent on camera. They're only $12. They're $12. 2 for $22. Go get it. Go get it. Get the Mullen Commission while you're there. It's free. Mullen Commission is a free video.
Boom, perfect timing.
Officer Johns Vickneys Rodney Rucker. This is the Sinatoba Wall of Shame, Sinatoba Police Department. Sinatoba, Mississippi. February 12th, 2021.
Then 34-year-old Rodney Rucker had spent the night at a hotel and was preparing to go to work at McDonald's. He was wearing his McDonald's work uniform and was sitting in his running vehicle in a...
Hold on a minute. I'm sorry. Rodney Rucker, thanks to Nell for the memberships. Love you. You're the bestest. Rodney Rucker is going to work in his McDonald's uniform. And stop right there. Why do you want to harass someone going to work at McDonald's? I mean,
Rodney Rucker had spent the night at a hotel and was preparing to go to work at McDonald's. He was wearing his McDonald's work uniform and was sitting in his running vehicle in a parking space outside the hotel. The weather was very cold, so Mr. Rucker was allowing his vehicle to warm up before driving. The first officer to make contact with Mr. Rucker was Officer James Marshall, and in his police report, he explains that he observed Mr. Rucker for approximately 15 minutes before finally approaching his vehicle, effectively seizing him and beginning what Officer Marshall would eventually call an investigation.
AMG Stealth, thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Team DLZ.
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm Officer Marshall, Sinatoba Police Department. Look, the reason I'm getting out with you, man, you've been sitting here for a while, and this is a high area, man, for like narcotics, prostitution, stuff like that.
Man, do you hear how dumb this cop sounds? How stupid. Just put a 1 in the chat if you think this cop sounds like a moron.
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm Officer Marshall, Sinatoba Police Department. Look, the reason I'm getting out with you, man, you've been sitting here for a while, and this is a high area, man, for like narcotics, prostitution, stuff like that.
Who told you that? Who called?
Who told you that?
I'm saying, who called?
Nobody called, man. I was just patrolling. I observed you.
So this is a Terry stop. Nobody called. The cops saw him sitting in the car and just made the executive decision on his 72 IQ that he was suspicious of a guy sitting in a car. Terry versus Ohio. This is a Terry stop again.
Man, who called?
Nobody called, man. I was just patrolling. I observed you.
I was here. That's the whole thing. You don't want me on my car.
Okay, like you said, man, you were just sitting in and stuff, so that's just the reason why I'm getting out with you, okay? Like I says, we have a lot of stuff like that goes on. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure everything's on the up and up. You do got a room stuff. So you do got a room?
Yeah.
What room number? 105. Okay. Well, do you have your ID on you, man? Just so I can advise dispatch who I'm talking to?
You don't got to give that cop your ID. You don't got to do that. Why would you do that?
I ain't got my ID.
You don't have it on you?
Why would you do that?
Yeah, I ain't got my ID.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You get a membership. It's on the join. Hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. Jiminy Crickets. This is crazy.
You know your social? I just got to advise dispatch who I'm talking to. You don't
have to give him any information at all whatsoever. He's Terry stopping you. You say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Let him do what he's going to do, and you leave.
Okay, what's your name, man?
Right.
Who?
Right.
Rodney? R-O-D-N-E-Y? Okay. What's your birthday, Mr. Rodney?
I mean, what's the reason? Like,
What's your last name, Ron?
I'm saying, what's the reason?
I just told you.
I got no work. I did.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
It ain't no reason. Like, anybody can be coming out, leaving out. That's what I'm saying. Anybody
I get
can
that.
be leaving out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
Because we go every day, in and out everywhere.
Okay.
Don't nobody.
And what we always
Don't
do is when
nobody-
we see people sitting in their vehicles, we get out with them, man, make sure everything's on the up and
You
up.
know it's cold, right? You
Yeah, I know
gotta
it's cold.
How much your vehicle.
Yeah, I get that.
How much your vehicle, right? Okay.
Yeah, I get that. But like I said, man, when I
That's why
observed you
I'm
sitting here for a minute, man, just
Because you can't.
that's my
leave,
reason.
You can't leave straight out because you'll mess up the car.
Second. 1 second. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean that to happen.
on the up and up.
Sorry about that. It just messed up. I have no idea why it just did that, but it just dropped the stream.
But like I said, man, when I observed you sitting here for a minute, man, just
Because you can't.
that's my
leave,
reason.
You can't leave straight out because you'll mess up the car, mess up your.
Man, look, man, Rodney, look, man, I get everything you're saying. Okay, I'm just telling you the reason why. Okay, I haven't seen you come out of the room. I'm not saying you're lying, anything like that. Okay, I'm just telling you the reason why I'm getting out with you. All right, just to make sure everything's good on the up and up. You are now. I'm just asking you to identify yourself.
I ain't got it. I didn't. I really ain't.
Right, I get you. Okay, but you actually do, man. I'm asking you for your identification.
I really don't.
Oh, so I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to make that announcement. I forgot. Listen, we have a Patreon account now. If you don't want to see the blur, I have a Patreon account where the editors have taken the blur off of all the shorts. You can join Patreon. I think it's like $10 a month or something. But I'm going to put a lot of videos on Patreon that I can't cover here. So I want to be able to cover what police actually do, and I can't do it on this platform.
28, step it up. Okay.
So what's the reason?
I just told you why.
In and out. Is anybody up here?
Yeah, the manager's in there.
Okay.
He's inside.
I really don't got to identify myself.
Yeah, you do. Right now, because right now, man, you're part of an investigation.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, that. How
Okay,
I'm part
I'll tell
of
you
the
what, man.
investigation?
Open your door.
I ain't open that.
You can open that door, or I'm going to get you out. Okay.
304. Because you violate me already.
No, I'm not.
Violate me when you first come up here. I didn't do nothing.
I'm going to give you another opportunity, man, to open out.
You ain't no brother.
Open that door.
You ain't violate. Hey, bro, you violate.
Open your door.
It ain't no reason. It ain't no reason for you.
I just told you.
For me to open the door. I'm not in.
Yeah.
I'm not part
I
of
just
no
told you.
investigation. You got to go pick it up with them folks.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't work for them folks.
You better
come over here.
You better call these folks.
I don't work for them folks.
I'm not part of no investigation.
Okay, you've been sitting here, right? He's failing to identify himself.
hey,
Look
sir.
at the white powder on his nose. Plus, he had white powder on his pants.
White
You can't
powder.
see that shit on your nose?
Hey, he don't even know.
On a McDonald's salary, he's getting white? I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. No white powder or chemicals of any kind, paraphernalia, were found on Mr. Rucker person inside Mr. Rucker car after being searched by Senatoba police officers.
Know what's going on.
Am I mistaken?
Bro, yes, sir.
And then he also had it right there. Right there where you dusted it off.
It can be anything.
Okay, we're going to find out. Again, I'm asking you, you're going to identify yourself and step out of that vehicle.
I got it. You ain't finna do that because you already violated me.
Calm it down. Get out that car.
You already violated me.
Get out that car.
It's gonna go bad for you, okay?
So get out the car.
You can't. You can't.
11, come on.
How he
Now.
gonna
Step out of the car.
You violated.
Get out of the car.
Hey,
Last time.
step out of the car.
Something.
He
You
wouldn't
under
identify
drugs.
himself.
He under
He's
drugs.
also wanting to identify.
Step out.
Head on
They're
this
going
one.
crazy on him. They're escalating and escalating and escalating.
You see the white powder?
Violated me.
Hey,
He don't know. I'm not getting out. You not read. Man, one of y'all didn't read me right. So nothing.
we're trying to talk with you. Step out.
He didn't try to talk to you. You violated me.
I got it all on camera where I explained to you situation, my purpose for getting out with you.
No, you didn't. You said you were suspicious of him, but that's not a good enough reason. This is the problem with Terry versus Ohio. Thanks, Mongoose and Danelle Brown, for the super chats. Thank you. This is the problem with Terry versus Ohio. This jackboot thug pig just decided he was suspicious of the man sitting in his car while he's working at McDonald's in his McDonald's attire. And he can then persecute this man, make him get out of the car, get on his knees, put him in torture cuffs, search his car because he's suspicious. And the cop sounds like he's smart as a box of rocks. That's the problem. It's such a scam. It is such a scam.
I've been asleep the whole time. I just woke up.
You just woke up. You've been sitting out here for a good minute. I've been watching
You don't
you.
even know me.
I don't care.
Tell me about my life.
You're going to tell me your name. If you don't get out, it's going to go badly.
It ain't gonna go bad for me. Nothing.
Okay.
I'm telling you now.
And I'm trying to be patient with you.
You ain't being patient with me. You just want somebody to pick on, don't you? Huh?
He's stating he don't have to identify himself.
You don't know me. You don't know me for nobody.
You don't know
else.
me.
How you gonna tell me what
You don't know
what
me.
I do? You don't know me.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
Trust me, you don't know me.
You don't know me.
Where you from?
I know you.
Where
You know me? Who?
Was he a gang member? That's what gang members say. Where you from, dog? Where you from?
Trust me, you don't know me.
You don't know me. What the hell kind of low grade crap is this?
You don't know me.
Where you from?
I know you.
You know me? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? You know me? Who am I? Huh? You know who I am? So you fucking threatening me right now? Is that a threat? Because you know who I am the way you saying it? Huh?
Wow, listen to this cop. What a piece of ish.
You don't know me. You don't even know my name. If you knew me, you would know my name right now.
Oh my God. I'm learning to know you, and it ain't good.
Okay.
Everyone needs time to get in the window to get there really quick.
You better stop digging around that fucking car. You stop digging around that fucking car.
Check 307.
Oh, he's making it real clear. He knows who I am.
You the police.
Yeah, I am an officer. Got that right. This is your last chance to come out that car.
Y'all violating me already. Y'all violating me already. Get out of the car.
Right now, it's your last fucking chance to come over here. Get out that fucking car. Here it goes. Get out that motherfucker.
Get out the car.
Get out that motherfucker right now.
Get out the fucking car.
In Officer Marshall's police report, he states that he had to pull Mr. Rucker from the vehicle and that Mr. Rucker would not turn around and place his hands behind his back after being told several times. These statements are clearly false, as the video clearly shows that Mr. Rucker stood up from the vehicle and was then immediately taken to the ground without any prior verbal orders.
Get on the fucking ground. Okay, man. It's okay now. Okay. Turn the fuck over. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Okay. Turn the fucking hand. Okay. Run now.
It is clear that Mr. Rucker did not kick at the officers, did not punch at the officers, did not attempt to anchor himself inside his vehicle, and did not actively resist getting out of his vehicle in any way. Regardless of the absence of any active resistance, Mr. Rucker was not simply turned around and placed in handcuffs, but instead was thrown to the pavement where both Officer Johnson and Officer Marshall jumped on his back and began pushing on Mr. Rucker's head into the pavement.
Okay. Put that hand behind your fucking back. Okay. Put your fucking hand behind your back. Okay.
Get the other hand.
Yeah, I got it. Playing with you, boy. Okay. All that fucking powder in your nose, dusting that powder off your fucking leg. This oil. This oil ain't white, motherfucker.
They're just making it up. There's no powder anywhere. He works at McDonald's. Doesn't have any chemicals.
Listen. Listen to what they tell you to do.
What the fuck you gotta do?
Okay. That's all you gotta do.
What you so worried about in that motherfucking car? Huh?
No.
Oil ain't fucking white. That powder all over his nose, on his fucking lap. Refusing to identify himself.
Resisting arrest, fake to fly.
27. One in custody.
Check 309.
Hey man, is that one of yours?
What? Yes, you did me.
Oh man, hate it for your phones, dude.
Oh, that's mine.
Yeah, I know they are. Ain't no good. They are.
I mean, the worst part is this cop, James Marshall, he just sounds so stupid. He sounds like such a moron.
You get one chance to say anything in that car.
No, I'm good.
You're good. You ain't gonna say. That's cool. We're gonna find it. He's saying, nah, he's good. He ain't gonna say if shit's in the car.
I ain't got anything.
He said, Melina, they
You
sound.
already snorted?
I don't smoke. I don't
smoke?
do anything, sir.
Yeah, that shit. Oh,
This
oh, ain't fucking
when
white.
When I'm at work, I work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And
That's why that shit was on your pants right there too. You dusted off. I fucking watched you doing it. So full of shit. Back in the fucking truck. Hey, is yours unlocked?
595318.
He ain't gonna fit mine. You threw them top.
Man, I don't do this, man. Check them out. Man, I don't do this, bro. I don't do this.
No drugs or any other type of illegal substance were found in Mr. Rucker's vehicle or on Mr. Rucker's person. Mr. Rucker was charged with disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and a DUI first offense. He would immediately obtain counsel, and subsequently all criminal charges were dismissed in Mr. Rucker's favor. Sources close to the case said the case was dismissed because the arresting officer did not show up for multiple court dates set by the judge, and eventually the judge dismissed the charges. Finally, on June 16, 2022, Rodney Rucker would obtain attorney Philip Stroud of the Stroud Law Firm and filed a lawsuit against the city of Senatobia, Mississippi, and the 3 officers involved in his unlawful arrest: Officer James Marshall, Officer John Johnson, and Officer William Carter, claiming multiple Fourth Amendment violations. The lawsuit states the officers lacked probable cause and used unnecessary and excessive force, resulting in substantial physical injuries during the course of Mr. Rucker's arrest. Mr. Rucker is seeking compensatory damages and to recover punitive damages, attorney fees, costs, expenses, and interest.
So the thing, see, the time on this is 1402. You guys see the timestamp here, 1402. On Don Andre Investigations, I've watched all of his videos. I've already seen this video, like I've seen most of his videos. There's 30 seconds here, 32 seconds, but the video is over, but it's not. He always has an Easter egg at the end. There it is. On Friday, February 12th, 2021, I was patrolling the highway and I saw Rodney Rucker sitting in his car with the motor running. I asked for the registration. It returned, "This seems suspicious for an individual who lived in the city would be sitting outside of a hotel for a period of time." So because he lives in the city and he's sitting outside of a hotel for a period of time, I'm reading quickly so that you guys can, I'm just paraphrasing this here. I advised him I wanted to make sure he wasn't staying at the hotel and room. He started to roll his window up. There was a small crack between the top of the window and the door frame. Just trash. So this is the trash police report he put in the end. Trash. Love this guy's channel. So this says, lawyers for fired officer Wesley Shiflett told the judge the officer intended to kill the unarmed man suspected of stealing sunglasses in self-defense, fearing for his life. He was going to kill the guy for stealing sunglasses, but it was in self-defense.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
While following Johnson into the wood line, both officers discharged their firearms. Johnson was struck in the chest 1 time.
Going into the woods! Through the woods! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Gunfire.
Stop reaching! Stop reaching! Shots fired! Shots fired! Are you okay? Go through!
Thanks, Vault. Appreciate you, man.
Damn it. He was reaching. No. Oh my God.
Are you hit?
Are you hit?
No, I don't think so.
What happened? Hold on, wait. What happened? Hold on.
Are you good?
We need an ambulance. Get him.
No, I'm just hyperventilating because I'm such an out of shape pig.
Help him.
Lawyers for a former Fairfax County police officer say he intentionally shot and killed a man as he ran from Tyson's Mall.
Fox 5's Katie Barlow joining us now with that unique legal strategy that is ongoing in this trial. Katie?
Shiflett is charged with involuntary manslaughter. That's a crime of criminal negligence that requires prosecutors to show that he acted with a reckless disregard for human life, like dropping a bowling ball off of a skyscraper or firing into a crowded room. Now, today, his attorneys argued that the judge should strike the jury trial because he absolutely acted with regard for human life and intended to kill Johnson when he fired in self-defense.
Wow.
Going into the woods. Through the woods. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Shiflett's lawyer said any reasonable person would conclude from that footage that Shiflett intended to kill and it was in self-defense. You can hear Shiflett say, "Stop reaching" on the footage. Johnson was unarmed.
Stop reaching, but he's firing bullets as this guy is just trying to get away. He was just trying to get away. Look, I lived in New York City and I had my bike stolen twice in the same year, 2 bikes. There's nothing more frustrating than someone stealing your stuff. It hurts. You can feel it. It hurts. If you feel like you got cheated. Small Miracle Garages, he's in here. Good to see you, Small Miracle. And then thanks Vault for the super chats, for the memberships. I appreciate it. Regardless of whether or not someone steals my stuff, you should not be killed. You should not be killed. What do you get for $1,000 a month on Patreon? So I have 2 different things coming out right now. One is a technology that you're not going to know anything about it unless you're a member of Team DLZ or you're in the investor pool. And the second one is a board game. The board game will be done by December. The technology is ready to do now. I'm talking to a hedge fund manager on the East Coast right now about funding that technology. So that's why I'm opening a Patreon and I'm opening Team DLZ, because I want to create structures that help people. There's people who have created some structures, some applications and technologies and things to help people. I believe the technology that I've developed over here on Team DLZ is the most superior and the most relevant. That's what I think. I think it's superior is the wrong word. It's the most direct for what you need. And so that's what that does, is you would then become an investor in what I'm doing, because there's a couple things, the board game and the technology, both those things. It just sucks watching this. It has to change. These things have to change. We cannot keep this going. Can't keep this going. Let's check out this one. Nebraska cop Adam Vale, who fatally shot unarmed man while serving a no-knock warrant, will be fired, according to chief. Article is linked below. Let's check it out and see what they say here.
As police chief decides if the actions of an officer were justified.
Officer Adam Vale killed Cameron Ford last month while executing a no-knock warrant. Arbella Caracta joins us live in the studio with the latest.
John Aaron, Chief Todd Schmatter says the man who pulled the trigger should be fired from the force. It's the result of an internal affairs investigation. Now keep in mind, this is separate from the criminal investigation, where the county attorney concluded Officer Adam Vale used legal force when he killed Ford. Vale was the first person to enter Cameron Ford's home in search of guns and drugs. Ford was unarmed at the time. Here's what Chief Todd Schmatter had to say tonight. The internal affairs process and investigation were comprehensive and thorough. During the course of the investigation, I did not see or uncover any criminal intent on the part of Officer Vale. Of
course, It's never criminal intent. Remember, they call it no wrongdoing. That's what they say. I cannot ignore my determination that policy and procedure violations occurred. But see, the people here, put a 1 in the chat if you want to see a criminal prosecution. I want to see cops when they violate rights and when they break the law. I want to see them get prosecuted for what they do wrong. The rule of law to be upheld. That's what I want. That's what all of us want. We want the rule of law to be upheld and distributed equally to everybody. And law enforcing is going to create a total police state. We want people who uphold the rights of others. In other words, there can't be a crime if someone else's rights haven't been violated. Now, people are going to say, what about speeding and stuff like that? Sure, I understand there's some administrative law that has to be upheld, but the way we're applying administrative law right now is superseding our Bill of Rights. And it has to change. I want change to happen.
Nonetheless, I cannot ignore my determination that policy and procedure violations occurred. Now, it's possible for Vail to be terminated and rehired by Omaha police. Remember, that's what happened 4 years ago in the case of Zachary Bear Heels. In 2020, 3 of 4 officers involved in Bear Heels' death were rehired after the police union advocated on their behalf in front of a panel. The Omaha Police Officers Association.
So this is regular news. This is 6 News WOWT. And look what they show on their news clip here.
3 of 4 officers involved in Bear Heels' death.
Okay, so that's Bear Heels. Now they're showing how Bear Heels
were rehired.
Look.
After the police.
This is regular news. There's no blurring, nothing. They're just showing what the cops are doing. There's no need to put a big blur over it or age restrict it or demonetize it. Advertisers spend money on Channel 6 News, WOWT. And look,
advocated for officers involved in Bear Heels' death were rehired after the police union advocated on their behalf in front of a panel. The Omaha Police Officers Association is now standing behind Officer Vail. In a statement, they say, Officer Vail willingly chose to serve on the SWAT team, fully aware of the risks. In this instance, he was not involved in authoring the warrant, presenting it to a judge, or conducting the investigation. He simply did his job as directed. There is still a grand jury investigation pending in his job as directed.
Officer Vail willingly chose to serve on SWAT team, fully aware of the risks. In this instance, he was not involved in authoring the warrant, presenting it to a judge, or conducting the investigation. He simply did his job as directed. Omaha Police Officers Association. There's a shocker. The cop takes the cop's side. That's a shocker. Put a 1 in the chat if you are not shocked.
Directed. There is still a grand jury investigation pending where criminal charges could be pressed. On your side in the studio, Bella Caracta, 6 News.
Of course. Of course. Did you read this headline
Connected
here?
To the Breonna.
This one says 2 Louisville cops involved in Breonna Taylor raid have been indicted again after the judge dismissed charges and blamed Breonna Taylor's boyfriend for her death. And let me just comment on that last one. That is just such a prevalent reality that we're all facing. The police association stuck up for the cops who are charged with killing, murdering, manslaughter, raping, beating, tasing, caging, wrongfully imprisoning. And the police association is going to stand up for them and say, hey, they were just doing their job. There's a real shocker. Man, you know, the fact that you say that the police association is backing up the cops, wow, there's a rarity. That never happens. The police association never backs the cops up. It is just the most, get like the bad taste in your mouth. Like you know what I mean? Like when your dog licks your lips and you're like, oh, you got me. Like, yeah, you're trying to get that. It's just like, it's such crap. It is such crap.
Breonna Taylor raid again faced the more serious charges after a federal judge had dismissed them. The Department of Justice filed new indictments today against Kyle Meany and Joshua James. They were originally indicted in the case in 2022. Meany and Janes were not there the night police raided Breonna Taylor's home. They were accused of lying on the warrant that led LMPD to her door and of trying to cover it up. Well, that night, Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, shot once and hit an officer in the leg as police knocked down their door. Walker says he thought they were being robbed. Police fired back. That's when Taylor died. Last month, Judge Charles Simpson ruled the reason for Breonna Taylor's death was not the falsified warrant, but because Walker opened fire.
911 operator Harris, where's your emergency?
I don't know what happened. Somebody kicked in the door and shot my girlfriend.
Okay, how old is your girlfriend?
She's 26. Bring it.
You said 26. Where was she shot at?
I don't know. She's on the grill right now. I don't know.
Okay. You said she's 26. Is she alert and able to talk to you?
No, she's not. Breathe. God.
Okay. And you said you're in apartment number 4?
Hell. Oh, my God. Yes, hell.
Kenneth Walker made this call after police initially entered the apartment when officers retreated after an exchange of gunfire. Walker was initially charged with attempted murder of a police officer after the raid in March. That charge was dropped.
Of course. The charge was dropped, of course. If you're unaware of the Breonna Taylor murder, the reason why police can no-knock your raid, the reason why the police can no-knock raid your house today is because of the 1968 case called Terry versus Ohio. Did you know that? Terry versus Ohio cases are based on jurisprudence. The jurisprudence of Terry versus Ohio goes back to Carroll versus United States in 1925 that creates the exigent circumstances clause, that if there's going to be a loss of life, that your rights, they can go around your rights because there's going to be a loss of life. And that's determined in 1925 in Carroll versus United States. In 1968, Terry versus Ohio then makes officer safety using the jurisprudence of exigent circumstances. Well, officer safety is exigent. Then in my dog's barking like crazy, 1995, in a case called Wilson versus Arkansas, they say that the cops cannot no-knock raid your home. I'm sorry, Tennessee versus Garner, 1985. Where they say the cops cannot no-knock raid your home unless it's in the name of officer safety. Give me 1 second. Let me play another clip of this real quick.
2 former LMPD officers connected to the Breonna Taylor raid again faced the more serious charges after a federal judge had dismissed them. The Department of Justice filed new indictments today against Kyle Meany and Joshua Janes. They were originally indicted in the case in 2022. Meany and Janes were not there the night police raided Breonna Taylor's home. They were accused of lying on the warrant that led LMPD to her door and of trying to cover it up. Well, that night, Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, shot once and hit an officer in the leg as police knocked down their door. Walker says he thought they were being robbed. Police fired back.
I apologize. My dog was distracting me. I couldn't think. He was barking like crazy at the door. So there's 3 cases that you can line up. 3 cases. You would line up the 1925 Carroll versus United States, which creates this exigent circumstances clause where the cops can go around your Fourth Amendment right of an unreasonable search or seizure if exigent circumstances exist, if there's going to be a loss of life, if they're in hot pursuit, or to get contraband. And back in 1925, it was, of course, alcohol was the contraband. Now, jurisprudence is what the foundation of a case lays for the next case to say, well, because of the exigent circumstances clause in Carroll versus United States, creates the Carroll Doctrine. In 1968, they created the officer safety, reasonable articulable suspicion standard in police policy from the Supreme Court. The jurisprudence is based on Carroll versus United States that creates Terry versus Ohio. The 1995 case of Wilson versus Arkansas says that the cops cannot no-knock raid your home unless there's exigent circumstances, unless there's going to be a loss of life. And that loss of life would also extend to officer safety, which is the bedrock of Terry versus Ohio. In 1968, Breonna Taylor was murdered because of Terry versus Ohio. It's undeniable. It's 100% a fact. That is the fact. So if you ever wonder why I'm always talking about Terry versus Ohio, that is the reason why. That is the reason why. We got the hoodies are in. Hoodies are in. What's up, Playboy? It's hoodie weather. Hoodies are in. We got the hoodies in. Hoodies are in. Especially if you're double XL. Hoodies are in. Hoodies are in. I saw this video. This was on Gavin Seam's channel. I saw this video and I was like, I got to show this. Watch the inhumanity.
What is he doing? What's going on here?
We are live.
You're kind of getting rough with him there.
Yes, I'm hurting.
What's that?
Hurting.
What'd he do? Why did you just throw him like that? What's that? I'm back. I'll stay back. You're good. You all right, buddy? He didn't hurt you, did he?
Yeah.
He did? He was kind of rough there. What's he harassing you for? Okay. Well, he's blocking the road. I'd like to get through here, and I don't like him throwing you around like that.
I was walking by and
I just got to stay back so he doesn't fritz here. But I'll keep an eye on you. Did he tear your pants? Did he tear your pants?
yes.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to move my truck. I'll watch you here for a minute, okay? Just to make sure he doesn't abuse you any further. So I pull up. Officers here talking to this guy, blocking the whole road, and then he just throws him on the ground. The guy wasn't doing anything but stumbling and staggering a little. I don't know what the guy's trouble is, but as usual, these officers think they got to be as heavy-handed as possible. So frustrating. No reason for it. What's going on here?
He's a mental health patient. Escaped from the hospital.
So you just threw him on the ground because he's a mental... Did you seriously just throw a disabled person on the ground? No.
Those are phone commands.
I'm not threatening you at all. Why did you throw him on the ground? I want an answer to that.
Mr. Simon, I'm not going to talk to you.
You're not going to talk to me.
I have to take this young man to the hospital.
So he knows who he is. I know exactly how he feels. When I walk up to cops all the time, they say, "Hey, Chili, how you doing?" So, Mr. Syme, I have to take this Gavin Syme. I didn't like it. I should have liked this video. This video is pretty old, but 3.5 million views, and Gavin is a legend in taking on cops.
Because you just threw him on the ground? Is that why?
Step back, Mr. Syme.
Am I breaking a law? You're blocking the road. I know that. Quit trying to order me around.
I have my overhead lights on.
You're blocking a public road. It'd be great if you were helping the guy, but you just threw him on the ground, man. Not cool. Not acceptable. You need to
you treat people better. So I just popped over here to police brutality. There was one I wanted to see from Anchorage, Alaska, right here. This is the one. Anchorage officer. I'm from Alaska.
The APD officer called State Office of Special Prosecutions, cleared the APD officer, calling his lethal force justified.
In the video, you can see APD officers walking towards the apartment with guns drawn. They knock on the door
Anchorage Police
and introduce themselves as APD officers, and the family allows them in.
When the cops knock on your door, don't answer the door. When they knock and say APD, you sit down and shut up. If they have a warrant, they're going to come in. But when the cops knock on your door and say cops, don't answer the door.
She's gone.
Now, I hate to tell you this, but she opens the door and then her son dies.
No, she's still outside.
Several minutes later, you hear APD officers tell Leoffa's family to stand back for their own safety.
The daughter, sorry about that. She's holding a knife.
Does she still have the knife with her?
Does she still have the knife with her? You let two dudes with guns in your house while your daughter has a knife. What do you think they're going to do? I mean, put in the chat what you think they're going to do. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen? You let this jackboot thug pig right here, this guy, where's he at?
They knock on the door.
Anchorage Police.
And
This guy comes up with his gun out, his rifle ready to shoot somebody. And you wonder what happens if you let him in. What do you think's going to happen?
introduce themselves as APD officers, and the family allows them in.
Don't let them in the door.
She's gone.
No, she's still outside.
Several minutes later, you hear APD officers tell Leoffa's family to stand back for their own safety.
Does she still have the knife with her?
No, she's just.
Okay. Can you get up and leave too?
Just back that, please.
For safety reasons, because I don't. If we have a confrontation, I don't want to deal with you and her.
If we have a confrontation, I called you so there wouldn't be a confrontation.
Less than 5 minutes later, APD officers open the door where Leoffa is seated on the back porch.
Go ahead and show me your hands. Show me open, empty hands. It's the Anchorage Police. If you do not comply, you could be injured.
You can hear APD officers negotiating with Leoffa to drop the knife.
Why can't you go grab that chick right there? Her back is facing you. Why are you lower down? Just go grab her. Go grab her.
Open, empty hands. We are not going away.
Go take her down. She's already on the ground. They forced a confrontation.
We want to help you. Can we get her first name? What's her first name? What's that?
Can you turn off that damn TV?
I need to see open, empty hands, please.
You got her.
Show them. I can't see them from behind you. Put them above your head, please.
Less than a minute later, shots are fired.
Please show me open, empty hands. Your noncompliance could result in injury. I don't want to hurt you.
He sounds like such a drone. Horrible.
We have lethal. We have less lethal options. We have taser. We have K9. We have 40 millimeter launcher. Okay. Face away from me.
Look how small the knife is.
Okay.
Let me show you this knife.
Face away from.
That's how big the knife is. That's how big it is right there. About a 4-inch little blade. That's how big the knife is. I don't think it's even 5. I think it's 3 to 4 inches. That's how big it is.
For me.
And then he kills her. There it is. I can't show you, obviously. Join my Patreon. On Patreon, I show it all. I have no choice. I'm getting you guys don't understand. YouTube has done everything they can to kill this channel. Really. You can ask the people who work with me on this. They've done everything they can. I've never wanted to have a Patreon account. I didn't have a choice. She gets killed right here. I show it on Patreon. I can't show it on here. I can't show it. I can't. There, you don't understand. At least I can still reach tens of thousands of people. I used to be able to reach hundreds of thousands and millions of people, but now I can only reach tens of thousands of people. And that's a good day for me. Tens of thousands is a good day for me. It used to be 2 million people every day, and now it's tens of thousands. So I'm just telling you where we are. I had no choice. I had to create. And also, I'm going to need people to come in big on the game and on the technology over the next couple months. So I opened it up to investors to get a hold of me. And you know they're serious when they come in with $1,000 and they're like, hey, here's $1,000. Okay, cool. So you're serious. You actually want to do some stuff. Because I get a lot of people who tell me blah, blah, blah. And okay, cool. But, serious people are serious. And so it sucks that I had to do this, that I had to open a Patreon account, but I didn't have a choice. So I did. And I'm going to create this badass board game. And I got more hoodies coming right now. I got double XL in stock for sure. I've got 4 smalls. I have 4 smalls in stock of hoodies, 4 total. And they'll be gone soon. And I'm not going to do smalls again. And then I got women's t-shirts in. I just found them. I have so much inventory from the last 2 years of stocking stuff up and living out of a storage unit. The vault. You mean blah, 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 blah. That's exactly what I mean. Blah, 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 blah. I've been on for 2.5 hours. I just like to kind of shoot the shit. It's just, they won't allow me. So just so you guys know, I have a copyright strike on this channel right now, on this channel that you're watching on. Well, if you're on Delete Laws, I have a copyright strike for simply showing a cop punch a guy in the head. They gave me a community guideline strike. And so I'm just like, they're going to delete my account, and it takes so long to build up your account. If I just go dormant on here, it is what it is, but I'm not going to stop. I like milk and cookies. Me too. Oh, I know who that is. I know who you are now, Vault. You guys change your usernames all the time, but I know who you are by the way you talk. I know who you are, and I know who this is now. I know what milk and cookies is. It's just they're just censoring me so bad. I can show you. Let me show you a short real fast. Let me just show you a short real fast. This short is age restricted. I want to show this to you though, so you guys understand like what I'm actually dealing with and why I created a Patreon account and why I created TeamDLZ.com. TeamDLZ.com should be up, for the love of God. The website guy is doing 4 different things right now, but this video got age restricted, and this video is age restricted. You guys help me understand why this video is age restricted, because I don't really understand. So this is a video from a news clip. I'll just show you guys the most recent one here. History. There it is. Here it is. I'll pause this. So this video right here is age restricted. Let me share this with you guys so you guys can see it. And they're doing this to most of the videos, age restricted and demonetized. And I can't do what I do if I have to go work at McDonald's. And God bless you if you do. But this video got age restricted, and I would love for you guys to tell me how and why YouTube age restricted this video.
Onlookers shout at a couple of Toronto police officers as they attempt an arrest in an alley. Upwards of 9 officers were seen on.
So we saw 2 punches. We saw 2 punches happen. 2 punches.
Onlookers shout at a couple of Toronto police officers as they attempt an arrest in an alley. Upwards of 9 officers were seen on top of the man, kicking and punching.
What'd you do?
What the? A group of onlookers shout at a couple of Toronto police officers as they attempt an arrest in an alley. Upwards of 9 officers were seen on top of the man, kicking and punching. Toronto police say the initial officers were responding to a trespassing call. When the man resisted arrest, they called in backup.
What was the message these 2 cops sent out that led a posse of thugs to come rushing without checking, without gathering more information, just join in and viciously continue the assault?
Clear as the video progresses that the individual's hands are not secured.
Unbelievable. They show the cops savagely attacking a guy. Then they bring on a cop for the cop to say it's justified. And then the news themselves say it's justified. So who's the 4th estate? Who's the individual third-party arbitrator who can at least call it correctly? Who is that third party? Because this news isn't calling it correctly. What the?
A group of onlookers.
So, I've seen so much worse on UFC. I've seen so much worse in boxing, and they're just. I just don't understand. YouTube has become TheyTube, confined of stringent algorithms and BS rules. Balloon Thief is doing a little trolling. Does your board game include Power Ranger Totem? You're funny. You're not, but whatever. That's cool, man. Trying to join the Patreon page, but it's just getting a spinning wheel. I just set it up, and I'm gonna get it going. And April Rain, I finally found your T-shirt. I have women's T-shirts in stock, but I don't have them on the website because they were just lost in a box for a year. I got a bunch of them. So it's just, can I get an OTVO? I don't understand why they keep restricting your videos, because I've seen a lot of shorts where they show gun shooting and no blur on the video. Yeah, yeah. It says trolls tell his followers to report you. It's bureaucracy. Give me my boots. Much love to you too, April. 25 years ago, you could see beheadings on YouTube. Now you can't even say alcohol. If you say marriage, it's Chevy. What the flock? Where you been, dog? Chevy, where you been? Chevy's in the room. What's going on, Chevy? Good to see you. James Forbes was here. Melisa Soy Leal, what is going on? Brent, The Vault with OTV. Oh, whoa. Stomper, good to see you, Stomper. Haven't said your name yet tonight. Eagle Eyes Liberty, what is going on? XX Soy Leal, Danelle Brown. I've been asking to buy a t-shirt for a while. You haven't. I just found them. April's been waiting for like 2 months, and I kept on in touch with her. Like, hold on, April, I'm gonna have it. I know I got it. And the move took me 2 months. 2 months to move my office from one office to another office, but I had to get out of my previous location. I had to change. Unbelted Vortex, Jody, what's going on? Good to see you, Jody. Good to see you. AMG Stealth, thank you for coming. I super duper appreciate it. Yeah, it's not. We are restricted in Australia with speech. I know you are, Sally. I know you are. I hope you could join and become a member, but you can become a member of teamdlz.com, and it's going to be even better because you're going to get to see the behind the scenes stuff that some members of Team DLZ on the video call saw today. Tomorrow, the construction will finally be done, and then I'll begin to construct the board game on a wall. You guys will see it laid out in front of you. It's really, really cool. I've been working my ass off on this thing. So, it is what it is. I got your number, Danelle. I will shoot you a text message. Tyrant Hunter, why is the majority of the internet full of sheeple? Like, what is going wrong with people? How are you still a sheep after all you can see and so easily? I couldn't agree with you more. For the glory of Christ! For the glory of Christ, my friend. Former altar boy, former recovering Catholic. God bless you, man. God bless you, dude. Really, I hope that you are fulfilled with the Spirit. I really do. BZ Watchdog, good to see you. Good to see you. We Don't Stop. Marcus, it's good to see you. I'm glad you were in here tonight. I think you changed your username. I think I know who that is. But either you changed your username and I know who you are, or you're new. And thanks for coming. I super appreciate it. Super appreciate it. Anybody else? I saw Chevy. I got to see Cope Dog earlier. I got to see Chuck, Lezo TVO, Brick. I didn't see Brick in here tonight. What's the matter? You, BZ Watchdog, Brianna Pennington. Good to see you. Jessica Kerstad. Did not see Jessica. But yeah, I got women's t-shirts in stock. Just hit me up. I got women's t-shirts sitting in stock, all sizes. I have so many women's t-shirts that were just in a box. They're badass. They're just sitting there, and they're the highest end t-shirt you can get. So I'm stoked about that. Super, super, super stoked. OTVO. Jim, good to see you. All right, listen, I will get the flock out of here. Matthew, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Green Mirrors. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. XX Milena, good to see you. Chevy, love you. I didn't see Mikey. I thought I saw Bruce earlier. I didn't see Mikey B. Greg. Forgetting one person. Chuck. Rights On. I saw Rights On earlier too. Anyway, I'll get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.